In that worn out yellow sweater, the warmth I used to feel is still there. Heavy sighs like clouds surround me. Why do they feel so lonely? I can't pretend to care. I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to find a way in this unrelenting world where I promised that I would stay. I'll figure it out, then you'll see I'm everything I ever claimed to be. Smile through the dark to the sky, laugh away. Never thought I'd put my phone down, suffocating in a bubble. Who's wearing the crown? Everyone's looking for the next big thing while I'm still so lost in a closing ring of faces. The shameless, constantly walking an endless road to the moon, to the stars. And I hope to God you get far. And eternity's too long to stay on the stage. When will I turn the next page? Let me stay inside forever, in that worn out yellow sweater. When will the colors fade? This pretty, pretty palette of dull shades. What's the definition of a good friend? It's hard to tell in this mad race to the end. Can I live so unafraid? I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to find a way in this unrelenting world where I promised that I would stay. I'll figure it out, then you'll see I'm everything I ever claimed to be. Smile through the dark to the sky, laugh away. I'm trying to be happy.
Okay, now I'm unmuted. Is this thing working? I said I'd be live again. I was not kidding. Although, from the last stream, I realized I seriously need a new microphone. But don't worry, I'll be getting one. That's my goal with my next paycheck. I'm actually gonna check to see when I get paid, because I'm not sure. Not today. So right. I don't get paid today, I can tell you that much. But I know what I want, so don't worry. Turn down this music just a little bit. Yeah, I'm getting a new microphone, guys. Don't worry. Don't you worry. It's gonna happen. I know this one sucks. I cut out sometimes and it doesn't always pick up what I'm saying unless I'm very close to it. So don't worry. It's gonna be fixed. Just not at the moment because I need money. But that will be my next paycheck. And then after that, I'll probably get a camera. So stay hydrated. I hope we're having good days. Today we're just gonna be watching true crime videos. Was thinking about gaming, but I'm gonna play a video game. I'm gonna play a video game all day. And at the moment, I could do that, but at the same time, I have to eat in 2 hours. And I could just chill on stream. And I would love to do that, but I've gotta go see my grandpa today. Gotta go bring him some food, and I've got to go to the store because I'm out of some food. I'm out of ice cream bars. That's the most important part. I'm out of ice cream bars right now, and I actually really am craving some now that I'm mentioning it. But I just ate not too long ago, so I'm gonna refrain from eating, or else my stomach will just explode. Maybe, I don't know. It hasn't done that yet, so I'll update you on what the little thing is. Also, I want to show you guys my little tiny violin. I went to London not too long ago. Follow me on Instagram, by the way. I don't know if the bot's working. You can just do ! Socials. It normally works. Let me see. It might work. It might not. I'll test it out. Let's see. Socials. Nope. The bot's not working. Okay. That's fine. We're just gonna. That's okay. But I'll fix that for next stream. I did fix my camera a little bit. I look less green. So sorry, did not mean to hit you. I look less green, which is very nice because I don't want to look green. And I've got my little purple light on. If it wasn't obvious, it's kind of emanating. Big word for me. Emanating from over here. And we have this little friend over here you can see. He's happy right now, but he could switch up on you real quick. Do you remember these? These are from like 2020, right? Like these were really big in 2020, I think. We're listening to Corpse right now. I hope he's royalty free. If not, let me know because I don't want to get copyrighted for listening to Corpse. My stream playlist is mostly just Corpse and Lily Pichu. And there's some random stuff in there like Kai Dreams because I was told Kai Dreams and MXM Tune aren't like are royalty free, so yeah. And then I've got some Minecraft music as well. I think that's royalty free. But I have a stream playlist. Once I update the bot, you can follow me on what is it called? Spotify. You can follow me on Spotify. I have how many playlists do I have? Let's take a little look at my profile because I'm honestly it's a funny number. You can't see it, but I have 69 playlists. Which is quite a lot. My top artists, my top tracks this month are New Perspective, That Idea Right, Get Him Back, and Stupid. I've got a really vast music taste. One of my favorite ones is called, one of my favorite playlists is called Emo Shower. Wasn't obvious, it's an emo shower. But I've got 69 playlists. I don't know if all of them are public. I have a lot of private ones as well, so I probably have a lot more. I'm so sorry. I swear to God, every time I stream, I just like yawn. And I don't know why. Like I sleep just fine. I go to bed at midnight every night. I'm trying to get a lot better. I was gonna wake up at 8 today, but somebody was home. Oh my God, I didn't even show you my tiny violin. I get so sidetracked. Okay. Look. Play the little tiny violin. I have a big violin, actually, so I can do whatever I want, but it's a cello now. Anyways, putting it back in there. I got it from a Sherlock Holmes museum. I went there when I was in London. But again, follow me on Instagram if you want to see those pictures. I went to so many places when I was in London. I've debated living there. It's either that or LA or New York. He lights up. There you go. Yeah, he likes it. But I really like big cities only because I live in a small town right now and I'm kind of stuck here until I'm done with community college. Oh, now he's just on. But I'm hoping that once I'm done with I have to go to big college, big college, but I'm just gonna study abroad for that. I have to go locally because I can't afford out-of-state tuition. It's a lot of money. And I want my PhD. So, just a little bit about me. trying to get my PhD in English, and then I'm also going to become a radiologist because that makes money. And in this environment that we live in, you unfortunately need money for things, to live. And yeah, I mean, suck to suck, but that's what I'm gonna do. Is this thing going on right now? I don't know where this is gonna go. I don't think it'll make me much of anything. Sorry, I have to check my phone sometimes. My mommy's messaging me to go do things, and I told her I will when my sister gets home because I don't want to deal with it right now. Anyways, we're just gonna watch some true crime videos. They're pretty dark, so if you're not about it, skedaddle. And I'll be doing that for the next few hours. I mean, I wanted to chill with y'all. I'm being completely honest, and I'm checking in on my stream constantly as well. Lordy, I'm tired. Okay, for no reason. I went to bed at like midnight, and I like I said, I didn't even say when I woke up. God, I always just go back and forth. I wanted to wake up at 8, but certain someone was home, so I just set my alarm for 10 and was like, okay, I'm gonna wake up at 10. I've been waking up at 10 every day, which is pretty good for me because I had a bad habit of waking up at 1 or 2 p.m. Not good. I look ugly when I yawn. Kidding. God, it's just living. Anyways, let's watch some true crime. We're gonna watch Eleanor because that's what we have right now. I've got a playlist set up though. So this one's about an hour long, and then it's called Beware the Watcher, a family terrorized for decades. I don't know what we're gonna watch. I don't know what this is about, but I'm assuming it's gonna be interesting because why not? But okay, let's make sure this looks good. All right. We're gonna pause the music. Okay.
2 days after buying their perfect new home, the Broadus family received a threatening, anonymous letter in their mailbox warning them that they were being watched. This so-called watcher had devoted their life to stalking the home, and now the Broadus family who lived
creepy.
there. Somehow, the watcher knew all of their names, all of their ages, and they watched them going about their daily activities and would write to them.
Okay, so they had a
know
stalker.
that they had been there to see it all.
Basically.
What should have been the perfect start to family life was now shattered with the looming knowledge that they were never quite alone in their own home. Thank God it's Freaky Friday. It's time to dig into the mystery of the Watcher.
Gotta love Eleanor.
Before we get into this Freaky Friday episode, I want to thank our sponsor for making this video possible, Magellan TV. You guys already know our bestie Magellan TV is the best documentary streaming service of new content every single week, so you're never gonna get bored, and they're very kindly giving you guys again to gonna give my little
awkward. We watched it. It's
Friday
okay.
disclaimer. Can't call it the usual disclaimer. That belongs on true crime stuff. But today's video will cover some very sensitive topics, including
Okay, maybe
stalking.
this isn't true crime, but it's Freaky Friday. Why do I always pick the Freaky Friday videos? I want to watch the true crime ones, but then I'm like, and then I ended up picking her Freaky Friday ones. It's fine.
And threats, so viewer discretion is advised. We make every effort to fact check our sources and make sure that all of the information in these videos is correct, but no action should be taken in reliance upon the information in these videos. All opinions that are about to be stated in this video are mine and mine alone.
Yep.
And
Disclaimer,
that being
disclaimer.
said, thank God it's Freaky Friday, let's get into it. So to set the scene, we're in Westfield, New Jersey, which is a cozy little suburb. It's very affluent. The people that live there are very successful. The houses are very nice.
Can't do New York
expensive,
or
but very
whatever.
nice. And naturally, when you put a load of like successful, wealthy people all in one place, there's a lot of ego, there's a lot of pride, there's a lot of competition. Everyone's always nosy about what other people have.
Gosh.
Money, jobs,
I mean, that's
status,
just life.
assets meant
That's Nigel.
a lot to the people in Westfield. But that being said, it
Oh my
was
god,
a
Westfield.
very
That reminds me of the Westview, you know, from Marvel Cinematic Universe, WandaVision. If If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. I really enjoyed WandaVision.
To live. I mean, perfect place to raise a family. And so in June 2014, the Broadus family bought this big
2014? Okay. When things are recent, not gonna lie, that's what scares me. If it's like, you know, 1980s and below, it's fine. But when you get to like 1991 and on, I start to get a little freaked out because I'm like, that's a little too real. A little too close.
Beautiful house at number 657 Boulevard. They plan to renovate it and decorate it and turn it into their dream family home. They couldn't believe how lucky they had gotten with this house. It was on the market for quite cheap. And I mean, the previous family that lived there, they were called the Woods family. They'd actually put it on the market at quite a low price point, and so there were like bidding wars for this house, and the Broadus family won. They paid quite a bit over asking price for it, but it seemed worth it. This house was beautiful, it was in a perfect area, and they had 3 young children, so they were excited to raise their family. These were their roots. They wanted to invest in the perfect place. And this house especially meant a lot to the mother of the family, Maria, because she had grown up in Westfield. That was her hometown. She'd obviously since moved away since becoming an adult, and she'd had her family, and now she was really eager to move back there and
have her own family
children in the place that she had been raised. In fact, the new house was actually only 2 blocks away from her house, her childhood home, and she was really excited to get back there because Westfield had
this is gonna get really sad really fast.
Community. It was like everyone in Westfield knew each other, and everyone was always looking out for each other. The
so
kind
like
of
a suburb,
where your neighbors are genuinely your friends and not just people that you live next door to. People care for each other. People look after each other. Maria Broadus was an elementary school teacher, and her husband Derek was the vice president of an insurance firm, which he hadn't always planned to do, but it was quite well paying, and hence why the family could afford this really swish house in Westfield.
Swish house, I love that.
Set the family back $1.3 million. So it was an investment, and in fact they were going to put even more money into it on top of that because the house was quite old. It was built in 1903. And yeah, it needed quite a bit of renovating before they wanted to move in.
Makes sense.
And because
a
the
little
two
bit
of them
cleaning
had
up.
3 children, the children were like 5, 8, and 10 at the time when they bought this house. So they didn't want to like disrupt the kids and always have builders in and out of the house. So they decided to stay in their old home until the new home was like complete and ready to move into. But the family would regularly visit the new house to go and speak with contractors and, decide on like paint samples and stuff like that. They wanted to oversee the creation of their perfect home. But just 3 days after closing on the property and becoming the official new owners of this house, the Broadus family found an unassuming white envelope in the mailbox of 657. In fact, I say the Broadus family, but it was actually just Derek that was there that night. It was about 10 p.m.
They were all
there on his own. I think he was just going to pick some stuff up. So he stood there by the mailbox, wondering who the hell had sent the mail at this new house already. In fact, he thought it was probably a nice, welcoming gesture from one of his new neighbours, a little welcome note or something. I mean, this is a very friendly, community-powered neighbourhood, so of course he assumed it would be a nice letter. The envelope was handwritten, it was a bit scruffy, and in big chunky letters it said, "The new owner," on the front. And inside the envelope was a typed up letter. The rest of it wasn't in handwriting. And it started out very nicely. It said, "Dearest new neighbour at 657 Boulevard, allow me to welcome you to the neighbourhood." But almost immediately after that nice opening sentence, the letter takes a very dark turn.
Oh no.
I need to find the best way to learn math and science.
Oh, me too, dude. Oh, I'm failing. But we're not watching that.
Boulevard has been the subject of my family for decades now, and as it approaches its 110th birthday, I have been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming. My grandfather watched the house in the 1920s, and my father watched in the 60s.
Okay, so a family terrorized it. Is the house terrorized? Because it seems like they are watching the house, not the family. I don't know. We'll keep watching.
Do you know the history of the house? Do you know what lies within the walls of 657 Boulevard. Why are you here? I will find out. I see already that you have flooded 657
Didn't they just want a house?
so that you
Like,
can destroy the house as it was supposed to be. Bad move. You don't want to make 657 Boulevard unhappy. So picture this. Derek is at the house all alone, standing outside in the dark. It's 10 p.m. and he is reading this note for the first time.
that's
Was
creepy. That's seriously
horrified.
mega.
Could you imagine
call the
standing
cops.
outside of your dream home? It's the start of the next big chapter in your life, and now you're reading an anonymous letter that tells you that something is lying in the walls of your house. I just can't imagine buying a house and then finding it comes with a stalker included. And there was more to this letter. As Derek kept reading, he became very fearful for his own safety and for the safety of his family, because the Watcher made it clear that he had been watching them too. The letter said, "You have children. I have seen them. So far, I think there are 3 that I have counted. Do you need to fill the house with the young blood I requested?"
Oh my god.
For me, was your old house too small?
Young
for
blood
the
I
family?
requested?
Or was it
Ew.
greed to bring me your children? Once I
Old
know their
house.
names, I will call to them and draw them to me. So I guess in some cryptic way, the Watcher just threatened to kidnap his children. I mean, that's what I got from that. And Derek still has no idea who this person is or what they want from him. They haven't made their intentions clear with this letter, other than don't make the house unhappy. The letter finished with, "Who am I? There are hundreds and hundreds of cars that drive by 657 Boulevard each day. Maybe I am in one.
Ew.
Look at all the windows you can see.
I'd
from
move. I'm
657
sorry. I would not
Boulevard.
stay in that house.
Maybe
I'd just
I am in
leave.
one. Look out any of the many windows in 657
Like, I don't care how much
Boulevard
money I
at all the
spent.
people who
I'm
stroll
leaving.
by each day. Maybe I am one. Welcome, my friends, welcome. Let the party begin." And the letter ended with a signature that was typed in cursive font. It simply said, "The Watcher." So Derek finishes reading this letter and he is shaken up beyond
He's
belief.
shook.
He runs straight inside the house, locks all the doors, closes all the blinds, turns off all the lights and everything, and just kind of hides. He called the police straight away and they came down, and as soon as he showed them the note and they read it, all they could say was, "What the fuck is this?" The detectives had never seen anything like this before.
I'm glad he
This
went
was
to the
just so
detectives.
random and so detailed and so ominous. And I mean, there were genuine threats made, albeit in a very cryptic way, I guess. Like, were they actually threats? I don't know. I think there were threats in there. So
yeah.
the police followed
I'm
the
watching your
usual
family. I know
protocol
your
for
kids.
Threats and harassment.
Don't
They asked
do
Derek
that.
if he had any enemies, but
Bad
he
idea.
didn't. I guess there was also the fact that they were a very just wealthy, successful family, and naturally those kind of people have haters. They have people that are jealous of them. They have people that want what they have. Maybe it was a secret enemy that Derek never even knew he had, but someone that had been keeping an eye on him. So the police told Derek to clean up all of the construction supplies that were outside the house. Right now there were just like toolboxes out there and stuff, and they said to make sure that all of that is kept locked inside the house, just in case the Watcher does want to act on their threats and they use something as a weapon. The police gave Derek as much immediate advice as they possibly could, but they didn't really know what to do. I mean, luckily he didn't live in that house. He now was going to travel back home to his other house, and he was going to have to show that letter to his wife as well.
Which is
and
a
she
little
was just as horrified
traumatizing.
as he was. This was really, really scary, and they agreed not to let the kids know about any of this. They didn't need to know that the family was being stalked. They didn't want to give them nightmares. Derek and Maria sat up for hours that evening just reading over the letter, thinking about who it could be, just talking about the whole situation. And they concluded that it was probably just some sick and twisted prank from someone that didn't realize how much this could actually scare someone. It was probably just some like teenagers that didn't understand the implications of sending a threatening letter to someone's mailbox. But there was one part of the letter that was particularly sinister that made them think this couldn't possibly be a prank. The Watcher said, "I asked the woods to bring me young blood, and it looks like
that
they
was a little
listened."
much.
The Woods, I don't know if you remember, were the family that the Broadus family bought this house from. They were the last owners of 657 Boulevard. So Could this be a clue as to who sent the letter? Did they know anything about this? So Derek wrote an email to them immediately, and when he woke up the next morning, he had a response from Andrea Woods. She said that they actually had heard from the Watcher before, but they'd only ever received one letter in the 23 years that they lived in that house.
That's a little terrifying.
And they received it just a few days before they moved out.
I don't.
But theirs
That's
wasn't
horrible.
anywhere near as like scary and ominous as the one that the Broaddus family got. The Woods said that theirs was, I don't know, just still weird. Obviously.
Well, maybe it's because the Woods family didn't renovate. They weren't breaking down the house and like trying to make it look better, because I mean, they're moving into this new house and then they don't break it down. So this guy's obviously not going to be like, why are you taking down this house? I've been watching this house for ages. So that's probably why.
Still weird. The Watcher was telling them how long they'd been watching the house for, but this was the only time they'd ever made contact with the Woodses. When they'd received this letter, they just kind of threw it out. I mean, they weren't too scared by it, and plus they were moving out in a few days, so they just tossed it in the bin and forgot about it. But obviously now it had turned into something way bigger, and so the Woods agreed to go down to the police station with the Broadduses the next day, and tell the police everything that they knew, everything that they could remember from their letter. So they go down to the police station, they have this first official meeting about the Watcher, and at the end the police tell both the Broaddus family and the Woods family not to tell a single soul about these letters, especially none of the new neighbours. No one on the whole of Boulevard should know about these letters from the Watcher. And I mean,
that's
at
smart
first, this
move,
kind of
because
took
what
them
if it's
back
one
a
of
bit,
them or
because
something?
you would think that police would want to go and question them all and see if any of them had seen or heard anything.
And what
or
if the
they
Watcher
knew
starts
anything about
threatening other
this.
people?
But the police reminded them that actually all of their neighbours are suspects right now.
Yep.
It could be any one of them, and I mean, they all have the best vantage points of 657 Boulevard. They literally live right next to it. Those are the perfect people to be able to watch it 24/7. So just in case any of them were the Watcher, police didn't want anyone to know that this investigation was going on and that they were looking into it. So the Broaddus family go back home that night to their old house, and they try to just live life as normal, assured that police were on the case and they were going to try their best to figure this out. But of course they were on high alert for weeks after this. What was supposed to be a really nice new chapter in their life,
I mean, I'd
moving
be
into
scared
their
too,
family
in full
home, getting it
honesty.
ready, you know, their forever home was ruined by a creepy stalker that was making threats about kidnapping their children.
Yeah, no,
Every
that's
time
like a
they
big
would check the mailbox
scary
at
thing with
657
your
Boulevard,
kids.
they were scared stiff that they would find another ominous white envelope in there. And what was even scarier is they didn't know how much the Watcher was watching them. Like, did it end at 657 Boulevard, or would the Watcher follow them home? Did they know where their current house was? Literally nowhere felt safe for the Broaddus family anymore.
Or like,
They
is
were
he gonna
living
follow
in
them to the
constant
grocery
paranoia,
store or
constant
anything
fear.
like that?
To the point where Derek actually had to cancel a work trip because he didn't want to leave his family at home alone without him there to protect them just in case. About a week after they received the letter,
So he sort of felt
the Broaddus
obligated to
family went
protect
back
his
to
family.
657, you know, meeting contractors and stuff like that. And they noticed that the sold sign that was still up outside the house had been ripped up. And of course, they feared that it was the Watcher striking again, you know, just trying to scare them. They never actually got any proof or confirmation that it was the Watcher that had ripped up this sign, but, I mean, come on. 2
All
weeks
signs
after
point
the
to
first
him.
letter had arrived,
Or her.
Maria popped down to 657 Boulevard. She was doing paint samples with the decorator, and she dared to grab the post from the mailbox while she was there. She shuffled through this short stack of letters, and she found a white envelope with that same familiar scrawled
God
handwriting on
forbid.
the front. It seemed that the Watcher was back. And so before she even opened this envelope, Maria called the police and got them to come down to read it with her because she was so scared. The letter said, "Welcome
blame her.
again to your new home at 657 Boulevard. The workers have been busy and I have been watching you unload carfuls of your personal belongings. The dumpster is a nice touch. Have they found what's in the walls yet? In time, they will."
In the
Again,
walls?
horrifying.
I'm sorry?
What is going on?
Is there like
with
a
the walls of
ghost? Did somebody
657
die
Boulevard?
there?
Like, this has been mentioned twice now, and especially with all the mention of, like, young blood. That's genuinely one of the scariest things I've ever heard. Imagine moving into a house and someone is telling you that something is in your walls, but they won't say
that's
what
terrifying.
it is. And in this letter, the Watcher had actually addressed Derek and Maria by their actual names. The Watcher knew their names. Well, they tried to use their names, but they actually, like, spelled it wrong. They called them Mr. and Mrs. Braddus. So I don't really know what happened there. It's actually surprising that the Watcher managed to get that little fact wrong, because they knew so much about this family and they were very, very accurate with it as well. The Watcher wrote about their 3 children. They had figured out the age order of the kids, and they also knew a bunch of their nicknames. They must have overheard as the family were, like, calling them or as they were talking to each other.
I mean, if
And in
he's
this
stalking
letter, they
them
even
or
singled
she's
out
stalking
one of the
them,
daughters,
of course the
asking
Watcher's
if
gonna
she
know
was
everything.
the artist of the family. And they worked out that the reason the Watcher must have asked this is because she had been painting pictures out on the porch while her parents were inside doing some work. She had been painting a few days ago. And that just sends shivers down my spine. Imagine being a parent and getting that letter that someone had just been watching your daughter doing child things. I don't know.
I mean, you go full protective
it makes me feel
mode.
sick to my stomach. And the fact that they'd been watching long
And
enough
you'd be
to figure out
disgusted.
the names and figure out the ages. This second letter was 10 times longer than the last, and honestly 10 times creepier than the last, if that's even possible. So buckle in. I'm gonna read it for you now. 657 Boulevard is anxious for you to move in. It has been years and years.
So he's talking about the house as if it's alive and like there's something in it.
Have you found all of the secrets it holds yet? Will the Youngblood play in the basement? Or are they too afraid to go down there alone? I would be very afraid if I were them. It is far away from the rest of the house. If you were upstairs, you would never hear them scream. Will they sleep in the attic? Or will you all sleep on the second floor? Who has the bedrooms facing the street? I'll know as soon as you move in. It will help me to know who is in which bedroom. Then I can plan better. All of the windows and doors in 657 Boulevard allow me to watch you and track you as you move through the house. Who am I? I am the Watcher, and I have been in control of 657 Boulevard for the better part of 2.
Okay, so the Watcher's watching them through every little nook and cranny that they can, and like and listening through every little nook and cranny, and like walking around the house. How has nobody like put officers around the house, like a perimeter? Like, why is nobody checking the perimeter every few hours? I don't know. Maybe they'll start doing that. Maybe you wouldn't do anything.
Decades now. The Woods family turned it over to you. It was their time to move on, and they kindly sold it when I asked them to. I pass by many times a day. 657 Boulevard is my job, my life, my obsession.
His
And then the letter
obsession.
finishes with, greed is what brought the past 3 families to 657 Boulevard, and now it has brought you to me.
Greed?
Have a happy moving in day. You know I will be watching. You know what? I'm not gonna...
But the mother wanted to move back there to raise her family. How is it greed?
Like, I was researching this case, like, late at night one day, and I had to stop after I got to that letter because I was like, I am gonna throw up. I don't know how this family didn't go, like, absolutely insane. Of course, after this second letter, the family avoided going back to 657 Boulevard completely. They only went when they absolutely had to because... they just didn't feel safe there anymore at all. I mean, especially that part about, like, if the parents were upstairs, you would never hear the kids scream. That is so sick and twisted.
Yeah,
That's
I
like the
just
second threat
sleep in
that
the
they
same
have
room
made
as my
against the
kids.
children. Another few weeks of silence followed this second letter. I mean, not that they were really checking the mailbox anyway, because they were too scared to. But then 3 weeks later, another white envelope appeared. This time it said, where have you gone to? 657 Boulevard is missing you. So again, the family...
Okay, so bitch, you want them to leave and like you're saying you're ruining the house and like the house is the house is like happy to have you. Like what do you mean? This is very bipolar feeling like first you're like you're renovating this house, I hate it. Like once you find out what's in the walls, it's gonna be bad and like I'm gonna keep watching you and like you're never safe and like I could break into your house and like you wouldn't know if I like killed your kids and then he's saying the house is missing them, like psychotic.
They turned the letter over to investigators who were trying their best to figure out where the letters were coming from. They'd managed to track down that they were coming from a post office in Westfield, the closest post office to 657 Boulevard, which they kind of expected, but I mean, at least that confirmed that the Watcher lived very close by, I guess. It didn't really narrow it down much at all, especially when they were already suspicious of the neighbours.
No,
the
there's so many
direct
people
neighbours.
living in
But
all
the
those
police
houses.
had figured out that the Watcher seemed to have quite a good knowledge of the behind the scenes of the house sale somehow. The first letter was sent on June 4th, and the house sale became public the next day. So how did the Watcher know that the house had been sold unless they had like insider knowledge of the sale? Actually, I wonder if contractors had been there before the sale became public, because I mean, they had already bought it, it just wasn't public. I don't know, maybe I've just debunked my own little thing there. But I guess that's equally as creepy, because it means that the Watcher was watching the house and watched the contractors arrive, and they must have thought, oh, this means new people in the house. So detectives went down to the house, and they did some like physical tests to see where the best like vantage points of the house are, because if someone is like just walking past or standing nearby the house to watch it, then they want to be able to see where they would probably stand. And they actually realized that the spot
if they were a stalker,
where
how
the
would they do
daughter
it?
had been painting on the porch was partially obscured from the street, meaning that if you wanted to see the porch, you would have to kind of go round the property, onto their grass, onto their garden, and kind of come around the back a little bit. So that means that the Watcher is getting closer and closer. I mean, they're literally on the property at that point. Unless maybe they were looking out of like a nearby window, like a second story window. Again, maybe it's the neighbours. Which is where our very first...
Or, you know, using binoculars. Or, like, zooming in on a phone. No. I don't want to see any ads about pizza ever again.
Actually been warned about the Langfords by another neighbour. Well, not exactly warned, but basically they were invited to a neighbourhood barbecue before they moved in. I guess it was just a nice gesture from the people on the street. You know, they wanted to get to know their new neighbours, and they went along. Partially because, they wanted to get to know their neighbours.
But wouldn't be suspicious either.
Keep an eye out. They wanted to see if anyone was acting suspicious. They got chatting to a neighbour who lived 2 houses down from them, and they told Maria and Derek all about the weird Langford family that lived between them. Peggy Langford was the matriarch of the house. She was in her 90s.
Oh, Lord.
A lot of her adult children still lived in that home with her, and they were all like in their 60s. And this neighbour at the barbecue said that one of Peggy's sons in particular, a man named Michael, was especially strange. He described him as a Boo Radley type. If you don't know, Boo Radley is a character from the book Mockingbird, and he's a very reclusive man.
Yes.
Only ever seems to come out at night. And supposedly Michael Langford had a Boo Radley vibe. Like, he seemed harmless, but he was very unsettling. There was something off about him. Well, immediately, alarm bells start going off for the Broadus family because they were suspicious of their next-door neighbours anyway. Maybe he wasn't as harmless as he seemed, and maybe he had a great view of the porch, good enough to write these creepy fucking letters. I think the fact that he still lived at home in his 60s is even more reason to be suspicious of him, because, well, I mean, he's had a good view of 657 Boulevard for 60 damn years now, and the Watcher said that it had been in their family for generations. Seems their family had owned that house for a long-ass time. And plus, if he was the Watcher, why would he move out? He has a perfect place to watch from. Derek managed to find out that the Langford family had actually been living next door to 657 since the 1960s. And now this made Michael Derek's #1 suspect. So Derek reported back to the investigators, told them everything that he knew, and they agreed.
See, my only thing is it's a little too perfect. Like, whenever you're investigating things like this, it always ends up not being the person you think it is. You know what I mean? I watch a lot of Criminal Minds, and it's never the person you actually think it is. It's always someone you least expect it to be. And I don't know, that's just like, even though there's this unsettling guy, like, you always think someone's creepy. Like, you know, in Home Alone, Kevin thinks that his neighbor's like this really scary, horrible guy, and he's scared of him, when he's actually like really sweet, and he's a fine lad. But it's like, it's never actually the person that is the prime suspect. It's always someone who's hiding in the shadows, like, even, like, nobody knows anything about. That's, I don't know, I just don't think it's this guy. I just don't think it is, because it's too obvious.
That they should probably look into the Langfords. So they called up Michael and asked for him to come down to the police station for an interview. He denied knowing anything about the Watcher letters. He said it certainly wasn't him, and he had no idea who it could be. But I mean, like, of course you're gonna say that. Of course you're gonna say, no,
Yeah.
it wasn't me. Police didn't fully believe him. They thought that he was probably still hiding something. He seemed just quite irritable over the whole thing. Like, he was pissed off that he was having to be questioned and stuff. So they thought they were gonna have to try and, like, coax some information out of him some other way. So they devised a plan. They got the Broadus family to write a letter just to the Langfords, but the letter was going to sound as though it was sent to every neighbour on the street, basically letting them know that the Broadus family had plans to tear down 657 Boulevard. And they knew that if they got another Watcher letter soon saying, like, don't tear the house down, then they would know that it was the Langford family, because they were the only ones that were getting this letter. So if they reacted, it's them. But this letter didn't really do anything. There was no more communication from the Watcher, and the Langfords, as the Langfords, didn't say anything about it. They didn't seem
that's
to
what I
mind.
thought. It's like, it's
so
too
eventually
obvious.
Police asked Michael Langford to come in for another interview, and this time he got, like, properly defensive. The first time he just seemed a bit miffed off that they'd made him come in, but now he was getting, like, actually angry. And his sister Abby was there, and she was accusing the police of, like, harassing her family. But at this point, everyone kind of thought that the Watcher was Michael Langford. I mean, even the police. Even though they had no evidence, they couldn't technically say that they thought that, but, like, everyone was a bit like,
weird guy.
I mean, it
weird
probably
kid.
is the next door neighbour, isn't it? So, at this point, because they don't have evidence, they can't arrest him, they can't be overly accusatory because it's not going well for them, the Broadus family decided to lawyer up. The Langfords also hired their own lawyer, and they all met up to discuss this situation and to hopefully put an end to it. The Broadus family lawyer explained to Michael why he was being suspected. They had a lot of circumstantial evidence, you know, the vantage points, certain things that you'd only be able to see from his side of the house. Of course, Michael continued to deny every single claim, and this meeting also got quite heated. He was just angry at being suspected for this. He kept saying that they don't have any evidence, they don't have any reason to think that it's him just because he lives next door. What? That's coincidental.
Well,
so
he's
this
just a neighbor,
meeting ended with kind of no resolution. There was no way to arrest them.
And now they just have
pin
enemy
anything on
neighbors
them
who
because
hate
there
them.
really wasn't any evidence in this case whatsoever. But Derek and his family felt very let down by the police. In fact, they were quite mad at the police. They felt like they weren't doing enough.
I mean, it's not their fault. There's not a lot of evidence.
If they didn't solve this situation for him, then they would have another case on their hands. He said, this person attacked my family, and where I'm from, if you do that, you get your ass beat. Because the police couldn't provide the Broadus family with the information that they wanted, the information that they needed to protect their family, Derek decided to start his own investigation. He set up a bunch of security cameras outside 657, kind of secret ones.
Should have done that in the first
Look
place.
like cameras, and he spent hours every evening huddled up in the dark watching the footage of these cameras to see if he could see anyone suspicious, anyone lingering, any cars repeatedly coming by the house. He started officially documenting everything. He had piles and piles of just pages of, like, copies of the letters, copies of, like, different things that he'd seen on his security footage. He was putting everything into one giant physical database, I guess. He had a map of the street, and he'd noted down the year in which each family moved into each house, and the only people that had been there since the 1960s were the Langfords.
Yeah.
Also on this map, he had marked possible sight lines for the easel. You know, when someone saw his daughter painting on the porch, he'd written out, like, the different places where they could have been stood. Also, he drew, like, an approximate earshot range You know, because obviously the Watcher had heard them saying each other's names.
I
They
mean,
figured
hey,
out the
if you
kids'
have to
names.
go all Home
So they must
Alone,
have been
start
close
setting
enough
up
to
some
hear.
things.
You know what? To someone like me that does all this research and stuff, all this evidence collection sounds quite impressive. When I first heard it all, I was like, damn, he really knows how to investigate his own little thing. But the reality of it was people in Derek's life thought he had gone mad. They thought he had lost the plot completely.
I honestly think
To be
he's...
fair, at this point, some people were...
If it was my situation, I would do that too. You know what I mean? It's not like you're just gonna let someone terrorize your family and follow you around and creep you out. Like, why would you do that? You're gonna do whatever you can to protect your family and be there for them and, protect... I don't know. It's just... I wouldn't think you gone crazy. I'd be like, yeah, I'll help you. Like, whatever you need. Like, do you need more cameras? Do you need help setting up some, like, sort of traps? I mean, I can see how they would think he gone crazy because he's doing all these things, but at the same time, his family is being threatened, and it's just
still thinking it
terrifying.
was some sort of sick
He's scared.
prank. They thought he was really losing his mind, and to a degree, he was. He had become obsessed with the Watcher. It was all he thought about. He, like, struggled to do anything else.
I mean,
because
he's
all he
scared
could
for his
think of
family.
was how they were going to catch the Watcher. He even hired a private investigator to come on and help him out. The private investigator, like, staked out the neighborhood. They were watching to see if they could see anyone suspicious. They also did a load of background checks on all the different neighbors. But there was nothing really noteworthy. Everyone was just normal families. So when the PI proved not very useful, he fired them, and now he hired a former FBI agent.
Oh, Jesus.
So he's taken one step up, because he really wanted to do, like, a threat assessment. He wanted to know if he was actually in his right mind for being so scared about this. So this FBI guy comes in, and he creates a suspect
I mean, I
profile.
don't blame him, though.
He comes
It's
up with a bunch of
terrifying
different
being
traits
stalked.
that he thinks the Watcher probably has.
Knowing you have no
So
safe
he thought it was
space.
an older male, and the reason he thought he was older, and by older I don't know what he means. I don't know if older means like an elderly gentleman
Or
just
30s. Like an adult.
I don't know, what does older mean? But basically, the reason that they think he was older is because the letters were written in quite an old-fashioned kind of way. Just the way that he was saying things, and he would always mention the weather. I don't know, and especially because this was 2014, they were kind of giving, like, letters from the war vibes. It was also interesting that, considering how angry these letters sounded, it sounded like the Watcher was miffed off. But despite that, the Watcher never really, like, swore in these letters. There was no profanity. There wasn't really much name calling and stuff like that. It all seemed a lot more composed and calculated. Maybe this was a very intelligent person that they were dealing with. But I mean, none of this is really helpful, is it? It's quite interesting to have a little bit of a suspect profile, but these are just guesses. They're just theories.
That's what the FBI does. It's just a little profiling.
It's not helping them find the Watcher, really, is it? The FBI guy really didn't feel like the Watcher was likely to act on the threats that he was giving. But one thing that he did notice, that I'm sure you've probably also picked up on, was a real venomous anger towards the wealthy. He said it was greed that brought all the other families.
Yeah, he doesn't like that. But the
house
house was pretty cheap, right?
New money moving onto the street. He doesn't like all the renovations that are happening to the house. He doesn't like that they're modernizing things and they're taking out the original beauty of 657. One of the letters said, "The house is crying from all of the pain it is going through. You've changed it and made it so fancy.
See?
It cries for the past."
And then when they left, he was like, "The house misses you." Like,
by the end of 2014, the investigation stalled. And at this point, the Broadus family are exhausted. It had been 6 months since they received that first letter. So 6 whole months of just total paranoia and fear. The Watcher had left no trail of evidence at all because, of course, the letters were typed out, there were no fingerprints, like, there was nothing to identify them with. And at this point, the Westfield police just told the Broadus family to try to move on. Like, if the Watcher has stopped contacting them, it had been a while since they'd gotten any letters, the police said to just try and move on and, believe that it was a prank. Once the renovations were finished on the house, Honestly, the Broadus family couldn't think of anything worse than actually moving into their new home, which is really sad. Aside from all the money that they'd spent and all the work that they'd had done, all the effort that went into it, they were also just heartbroken because they imagined themselves raising their family on that street.
And now it's really
It
terrifying.
had been ripped away from them by a stranger that they couldn't even find. And right when they thought the Watcher had eased off, another white envelope appears in the mailbox. 657 Boulevard is turning on me. It's coming after me. I don't understand why. What spell did you cast on it? It used to be my friend, and now it is my enemy.
This
I
is
am in
really
charge
freaky
of
behavior.
657
Like, that is
Boulevard.
psychotic
It is not
behavior.
in charge of me. I will fend off its bad things and wait for it to become good again. It will not punish me. I will rise again. I will be patient and wait for this to pass, and for you to bring the young blood back to me. 657 Boulevard needs young blood. It needs you. Come back. Let the young blood play again like I once did. Let the
Ew.
young blood sleep in 657 Boulevard. Stop changing it and let it alone.
Maybe they should be looking at all of the people who have once lived in that house instead of looking at all the neighbors. You know, like, look at the past owners. There's gotta be some sort of record, right? And then you can question all of these past owners and try and track them down? I don't know.
Of course, the Broadus family didn't feel safe going to live in 657, but they'd already sold their current house that they were living in, and they needed to move out of there because the new owners wanted it. So they ended up living with Maria's parents for a while, and at this point, the Watcher was causing a lot of conflict within the family. Maria and Derek would argue all the time. She felt like he was going mad. He felt like she wasn't taking it seriously enough. Maria had really bad anxiety. She had to see a therapist. Derek
I don't blame
described
her.
himself as a depressed wreck. Like, this was really tearing their family apart. And they ultimately made the difficult decision to sell the house. Sell 657 Boulevard.
Yeah, and just
give
leave
up
it.
on that dream and try again.
They
somewhere
renovated
else,
it. It's
because
nice.
This was not worth the hassle. But selling the house was going to be very tricky because by now, rumours had started to circulate around town as to why this beautiful renovated house had laid empty for so long. Everyone knew that something was wrong. In June 2015, so a whole year after they purchased the house, Derek and Maria filed a legal complaint against the Woods family that sold them the house. They said that the Woods should have disclosed to them that they had received that creepy letter from a stalker 3 days before they moved out. They said that would have completely influenced whether they wanted to go ahead with the sale, but the Woods kept that information from them, knowing that it would probably change their minds about wanting to live in that house. But the Woods defended themselves, saying that their letter that they got wasn't creepy, it wasn't menacing, it wasn't threatening.
But it's still not good to get a letter.
The concept of having a watcher of your house is creepy and scary enough on its own, but the tone of their letter didn't seem sinister. So yeah, they thought it was just a prank and they threw it away. They didn't think it was anything that they needed to warn the new owners about. The Woods said that their experience of living in that home was perfectly fine. They were fine. They lived there for 23 years, remember? They'd never once had a problem. They'd never once been contacted by the Watcher right up until before the Broaduses moved in. Maybe it wasn't a problem with the house. The Broaduses hoped to reach a quiet settlement with the Woods. They really didn't want this story being picked up by the media. They didn't want anything being reported on. Of course, remember, their kids don't even know that it's going on because they didn't want to scare them. They just didn't want
Oh my
this to
god,
be
yeah, their kids have no idea why mommy and daddy are fighting.
Their lawyer assured them that it probably wouldn't get picked up by the media. If anything, it would probably get picked up by, like, small legal news teams, but it probably wouldn't be like on front pages of newspapers and stuff. But I think they severely misjudged how fucking scary and interesting this story is. Yes,
I mean, it's 2015, so of course people are gonna love this scary story.
They started sharing it around, and then it soon became
Talk about it.
a viral story. How can you not read snippets of those letters and not want to tell people about it? I mean, look, that's exactly what I'm doing now. They freaked me the fuck out, and now I need to freak you guys out. So now that this story had gone viral, Every news platform wanted to cover it. They were sending news trucks down to the house. They were literally parking outside the house, on the driveway, everything. Derek and Maria received over 300 media requests. Everywhere wanted to talk to them, interview them, get their take on the Watcher. The family fled Westfield at this point in time. They went to stay at a friend's beach house until the media circus died down. But Derek and Maria knew that they had to tell the kids at this point.
Yeah.
They weren't going to be able to keep it from them for much longer. Plus, they had a lot of questions. I mean, they were fully aware that they hadn't moved into their new house yet. And they were
Yeah, and it's like, why aren't we
and they
moving
were
in?
confused
I
why
mean,
there
you
was
said we were
trucks
gonna move.
everywhere and why they'd so suddenly run off to their friend's beach house. And of course, when they did find out, the kids had so many questions. Like, who the hell was the Watcher? Why was he angry at them? What had they ever done to him? All questions that their parents couldn't answer because they
They have
didn't
no
know
idea.
either. And now that this case was getting so much public attention, the family were also getting a lot of public condemnation. They had a lot of haters, basically. People saying that they were being ridiculous for not moving into this beautiful big home and being put off of
What if
their
it was
dream
your
family
situation? You
home
wouldn't want to
by a
move
couple of
in.
anonymous letters that were probably a prank anyway. People said that they would never let some stupid letters put them off living
Okay, then
in
get
such a nice
one.
place. And all of this really angered Derek because no one understood. He said none of them had read the letters or had their children threatened by someone they didn't know.
Yeah.
And since this case had gone viral now, everyone in Westfield was kind of worried. They didn't know if this posed a threat to anyone else. They didn't... All they knew was that there was a fucking weird, creepy stalker lurking in the depths of their town, and no one knew who it was. It was starting to affect the townspeople so much that the mayor actually had to make a public statement saying that the Watcher hadn't actually been heard from in over a year at this point, so maybe they'd given up. But regardless, the mayor assured everyone that even though the police had never found the Watcher, their investigation into it all had been very thorough, and they didn't believe the Watcher posed
I mean,
any
they did what they
current
could, and
risks.
it's like
But
there's not a
actually,
lot of evidence
this was
for
the
who it
first that a
was.
lot of neighbours had heard about this so-called thorough investigation, because if you remember, police had told the families not to tell any of the neighbours. So the neighbours had no idea that police were actually looking into this for the past year. A group of them came together and wrote a letter to a local newspaper saying, "We are confounded as to how a thorough investigation can be conducted without
very
talking
true.
to all of the neighbours with proximity to the home." And I guess they have a point. Once it got this far out and the story became viral, I guess
that makes
obviously
sense, yeah.
there were reasons
It's like
to
you
not
didn't
tell the
actually
neighbours in the
investigate
beginning,
every
but
single
now they
person.
knew. So why not interview them? Some of them might have seen something or heard something. So now the police investigation was being scrutinised, and they knew they needed to step it up a bit. So they gave the case a shake-up, they put some new detectives on it, and they were going to have a look at the Watcher letters through a fresh lens. And when they did, they actually found some breakthrough evidence. They were testing
new eyes.
the envelopes that the letters had come in, and they found women's saliva DNA on one of the envelopes.
Why the fuck did they didn't do that in the first place? I was wondering why they weren't like trying to take any prints off of it. You know what I mean? Obviously, like the family's prints are gonna be on it because they're touching it, but you're gonna know that's their print. Like, why weren't they testing it in the first place? It's so damn ridiculous.
So was the Watcher a woman? This changed everything. This means it wasn't Michael Langford. I mean, if the Watcher licked their own envelopes, then it wasn't Michael Langford.
So
But
stupid. Just use
here's
water.
A sister. Remember Abby Langford that got really irate with the police saying that they were harassing
I don't think
her
it's the
family?
Langfords.
Maybe it was her. And Abby actually happened to be a real estate agent. So maybe
That's
that's
a
a
little
potential
sus.
motive. Maybe she was mad that she lost out on the sale of the house literally next door. It would have been a really big commission. I don't know. Maybe there was like a money or career kind of motive there. Or maybe they were trying to get them to move out so that they could like sell the house for them. Or, I don't know. Police managed to get a hold of a water bottle from Abby's bin, which is nice. They sent it off to the lab to be tested, and it turns out it wasn't her DNA.
Yeah, of course.
on the
I mean,
envelope.
that's what I thought.
So, another Langford was ruled out. Well, actually, after this, the prosecutor's office told the Broadus family that they were ruling out the Langford family completely. They
Yeah.
wouldn't actually tell the Broadus family how or why they had come to this conclusion, but they said they really didn't believe it was any of the Langfords. But detectives had recently learned something very interesting, and that was that the Broadus family weren't the only house on the street to have received a letter from the Watcher.
What?
Around the same time that 657 got the first letter,
That's why you gotta ask the
house just up the
neighbors.
street received a very similar one. But just like the Woods family, theirs wasn't like sinister. It didn't have like scary vibes to it. So they just threw it in the bin. They thought it was stupid. No one seems to have taken the Watcher quite as seriously as Derek Broaddus. And maybe that's why the Broaddus family were receiving so many more letters, because they were reacting. Like
That's
they were
true.
giving the Watcher what they wanted. But this other letter that this family up the street had received made the Watcher all the more interesting, because I don't know, in the letters to 657, he seems so obsessed specifically with the house. He loves the house. They've been watching the house for generations. Well, then what's all that about this other house? What do you mean? Do you watch two houses? To me, that kind of screams that it was a prank. I don't know. I mean, there's still a lot more to talk about, and I still don't have a fully formulated opinion on this. But to me, that seems as though like a group of teenagers had written the same letter a few times, and
That's just
tried
horrible,
different
though.
houses with
I've
it
never
and just
understood
seen
pranks.
which one was the one to buy. But I mean, with all these police investigations, you'd think that it's not a prank. I don't know. The new detectives that were put on the case were trying a bunch of different tactics to try to spot the Watcher, like physically catch the Watcher in the act. They would like sit and park outside the house or like just down the road, and they would watch the house at all hours of the night. And on one particular night, they noticed a car drive up in front of 657, park up, stay there for a while, and then drive off.
Hope
So
they got the
noted
plate.
down the license plate.
Oh,
Turns
yeah,
out
they
this car
did.
belonged to a young woman who was visiting her boyfriend who lived like 2 blocks away. Police called her down to the station, and they were asking her if she knew anything about the Watcher, if she knew who it was. And she said she didn't know anything about the letters, but she had heard of the Watcher before. She said that her boyfriend plays this really scary video game where you play as someone called the Watcher. So
That's
now,
a little creepy.
police are kind of interested in this boyfriend as well, because what if the Watcher wasn't just one person? What if it was multiple? Maybe 2 people, maybe a couple. That would kind of explain the female DNA on the envelope, and maybe this girl was sent to look at the house by her boyfriend, and then maybe she would go back home and they would write the letters together. Who knows? It's becoming a really big theory for something so little that she literally parked up her car for like a minute in front of the house. Police got in contact with the gamer boyfriend, and they asked him to come down for an interview. He agreed to it, but never showed. So they called him again, and they said, hey,
suspicious.
come down for that interview, please. And he said, yeah, okay. Never showed again. And from that point, they stopped being able to get in contact with him.
Wow.
So, who knows? I don't know. And that's where that theory ends.
Why didn't they go to his house?
I don't know. I think it is a little bit far-fetched until you get to the part where he ghosts the police, and then I'm like, wait.
Well, then why are you not going to the
Why
interview?
are you doing that? At this point, they had picked up so many leads and found so many dead ends that people in Westfield started to accuse the Broaddus family of making the whole thing up. Maybe
They
they'd
have
written
the
letters
letters.
to themselves and then pretended to have
The police
received
read
them.
one with it.
Maybe they wanted out of that house somehow. Maybe they had like buyer's remorse, you know, where you buy something really expensive and then suddenly regret it. And maybe they wanted the house,
I don't think they'd be lying about it.
taken off their hands. It makes sense because they're blaming the Woods family for all of this. Maybe they're trying to conduct some like elaborate scheme to get money back on the house, like claiming that it has this issue, this stalker that comes attached to it, and the
I don't know,
Woods
but
never told them
like
about
if
it.
the mom and dad are
Meanwhile, the
fighting,
stalker
like
maybe doesn't exist. I don't know. Guys, just a reminder, all opinions in this video are mine and mine alone, and it's all alleged. just want to let you know that. Because to be fair, people had been wondering in Westfield for quite a while why this family was still going on about the Watcher when they hadn't heard from him in so long. There had been no letters. Plus, they keep renovating this house.
I just
despite
moved.
being so terrified of these letters that were genuinely threatening to kidnap and hurt their children. I mean, there is a reason to be upset by these letters.
at the end of the day, just
terrified
work your
of them.
ass off and move.
But why are you still renovating that house? If I got one letter threatening to kidnap my children, I'd be out of there. There ain't no chance I'm living in that house. Some people even speculated that they were doing it all for a movie deal. Like maybe they had written themselves all these letters. You know, it's giving like Amityville Horror House or something. What's it called? Can't find my phone. Amityville. Okay, going on a bit of a tangent, but I have just googled the Amityville horror thing, Turns out it was a real true crime case. A load of people were murdered in that house, but then the hauntings afterwards are up for debate.
Damn.
And people think that that was just for a movie deal, that the family that were living in there were like lying about all these supernatural happenings. Anyway, back to The Watcher. So yeah, people are accusing the Broadus family of orchestrating all of this.
I mean, that
So
makes
at
sense
one-
because if you manifest something enough, if you know anything about paranormal activity or anything like that, like if you manifest something enough, it can create some sort of presence inside the house. Like that is a thing that happens all the time.
point, police actually test Maria Broadus's DNA, saliva DNA, and the daughters of the family. None of them were a match. None of them had sent the envelope. There was equally as little evidence for the Broadus family being the Watcher as there was for anyone else. There was just no evidence in this case whatsoever. I imagine it was so frustrating. Derek believes that the local people tried to pin this on them because that was just easier than admitting that something actually very
Sometimes it
scary
is easier
was going on
to just
in
not
their
accept
happy,
things.
safe neighborhood. Something that no one had any control over. Something that the police seemed powerless to fight. Like, it was scary. So maybe people were trying to come up with a less scary explanation for it all. Throughout all of this, over the past couple of years, the Broadus family had become not only outcast from their own home, but pretty much outcast from Westfield as a whole.
Damn,
Now
so they just
everyone
have
was
to completely
side-eyeing them
leave.
because they're the
Oh,
family
but that sucks because then the mom was like, I want to raise my family here. I want my kids to have a place to be. And where I grew up, and now it's not. But if it was them, then that sucks. But it wasn't because they tested the DNA, so.
may or may not have orchestrated the Watcher. And Westfield, as I've already mentioned, gets a little bit clicky. Is that the word to use? There's a lot of gossip, a lot of drama, a lot of,
We don't like that.
like suburban drama. And I think the next story really highlights this. So every year they have a gingerbread house making competition, and shit gets elaborate in this competition. People make
Gingerbread house?
fortresses of gingerbread. So in this particular year, the gingerbread competition happens, and first place in the iconic buildings category went to a gingerbread rendition of 657 Boulevard.
That's
and the
freaky.
attention to detail was insane. It even had like letters,
Whose was
envelopes
that?
from the Watcher on the porch, made out of gingerbread.
Ew.
Which I know it's probably not that deep at all.
That's so
for the rest of
gross.
the people in the town, especially the people that think it's a prank or think it was orchestrated. But to Derek and Maria, who insist that this was all real, they were heartbroken that people were treating their stress, their trauma, their very real
I mean, I don't blame them.
experience, as a joke, as
If it was you,
urban
you'd be
legend,
upset.
or like folklore, something that didn't actually happen, but to them it really did, and they never felt like anyone took them seriously. They were just a joke to be made with the gingerbread house. But even though people had kind of stopped believing the Broadus family a little bit, they were still struggling to sell that house, and still no one wanted it. It was getting a lot of interest. A lot of people would like click it on Rightmove or whatever. I don't know what the American version of that is.
Zillow.
Real estate websites. People would click it and they would think, wow, what a beautiful house. But the more research they would do, they would find the Watcher story, they would read the letters, and they would think, fuck that.
Yeah,
I
I
had
would
so many
too.
people show interest and then back out, show interest and then back out. And at this point, Maria and Derek felt like they were never going to sell this house. And so they were trying to come up with other ways in which they could maybe try and get their money back from this situation, so they could invest it into a new family home.
I found a great way to
No.
get great deals on.
God, I hate ads. Sometimes you don't have a skip button, and it's really upsetting.
To sell the property
I'm so sorry. I just realized I did not have the captions on. That's crappy.
and the
On my
lot
part.
of land to a developer so that they could knock down 657 Boulevard and turn it into two houses. They reckoned that they could get about $1 million for the lot, so they would be taking a loss, a £300,000 loss, $1,000 loss. But there was just one thing holding them back from going through with this plan, and that was that they needed like planning permission from the council to be able to knock down the house and put two up in its place. So a whole board meeting had to be held with members of the council and like town officials. Do they call it the council in America? I don't know, like the mayor had to be there, I guess. And a
I don't
bunch of
know.
neighbours.
I'm not
And
educated
the
on that.
neighbours were like weirdly passionate about not wanting this house to be knocked down, even though it doesn't really have anything to do with them. They just
It's not
walk
your
past it
house.
every day, but for some reason they really didn't want it to happen. One of them actually hired a lawyer to bring along to the meeting.
Jesus.
Like, why do you care? It's just so dramatic. And for what? Like, this meeting went on for 4 hours. It got really, really heated. And then at the end of it, the board unanimously rejected the proposal. Wow. Derek and Maria were back at square one, still with this fucking haunted house or whatever. Finally, the Broaddus family got some good news when they found a family that were willing to rent the house off of them. They didn't want to buy it. They would rent the house on one condition, and that's that they could get out at any time if another letter arrived. Because like I say, it had been quite a while since the last Watcher letter.
Yeah.
So this family thought they were probably safe to live there, but they needed that clause in the contract just in case.
Yes,
But
that
2
makes
weeks
sense.
after this new family moved in, Derek went down there to go and sort out like some squirrels that were living on the roof or some shit like that. And the new tenant handed over a white envelope with scrawled writing on the front. 2.5 years after the Watcher's first letter to the Broaddus family, it seemed they had struck again. Had they ever really left? Violent winds and bitter cold to the vile and spiteful Derek and his wench of a wife, Maria.
Wow.
You wonder who the Watcher is? Turn around, idiots. Maybe you even spoke to me, one of the so-called neighbours who has no idea who the Watcher could be. Or maybe you do know and are too scared to tell anyone. Good move. 657 Boulevard survived your attempted assault and stood strong with its army of supporters barricading its gates. My soldiers of the Boulevard followed my orders.
My soldiers followed my orders?
They carried out their mission and saved
Did they get threatened?
of 657 Boulevard with my orders. All hail the Watcher. Which is a terrifying way to sign off the letter. Up until this point, it had just been the Watcher in like cursive writing, but now it was giving like cult leader, especially with all the mention of what their soldiers. What were they calling him? My soldiers of the Boulevard.
I go to a different country.
To a T. Who? The neighbours. Does this mean that all of the neighbours of this street were all in on this together? So obviously the new family that were living in the house were spooked by this letter, but they agreed to stay as long as Derek and Maria put up a load of cameras inside and outside the house. The reason that the family decided to stay, even though they did have that clause in the contract, was because the Watcher didn't seem mad at them for living in the house.
It's true.
The Watcher still seemed mad at Derek and Maria, the couple that never even moved in. 2.5 years ago, they had bought this house, and for some reason,
really
the
just
Watcher
messed up.
has a personal vendetta against them. The letter ended with basically a direct threat to Derek and Maria. It said, maybe a car accident, maybe a fire, maybe
Holy
something
shit.
as simple as a mild illness that never seems to go away, but
That's
makes
just
you feel
scary.
sick day after day after day after day. Maybe the mysterious death of a pet. Loved ones suddenly die. Planes and cars and bicycles crash. Bones break.
Holy shit.
Like, what the actual F? Like, that is so scary. The way that the Watcher threatens things is so creepy. It's so cryptic because they never just outright say
Yeah, just go to a different country
They
at that
never
point.
say,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
lord.
kidnap your kids, or I'm gonna hurt you, I'm gonna kill you. It's always like, it's between the lines of what they're saying. They're being so vague, but still making a threat that something bad is going to happen, but they're keeping it so open-ended to cause a lot more anxiety, I presume. It could be anything. They could get the family in any way. They need to be careful at all times. Maybe a car accident, maybe a fire, planes and cars and bicycles crash. It's so scary. On Christmas Eve of
like you're never safe.
2017, over a year since the last letter from the Watcher, a bunch of families in Westfield received a white envelope in the mailbox. And it actually just so happened that the select families that had received these envelopes happened to be the families that were the most critical or the least sympathetic of the Broaddus family when they were going through all of this. Again, the letters in these envelopes were typed, so there was no like handwriting clues, and they were all signed not with the Watcher, but with friends of the Broadus family. And the
Ew.
vibe of these letters, while the content was different, the vibe of these letters was very similar to the
Yeah,
Watcher.
still not fun.
letters. It had like this sinister, almost like condescending, creepy vibe. But these letters were not about 657 Boulevard. Well, they were. These letters were more so to accuse all these different families of speculating false narratives about 657 and the Broadus family, because like I said, these families were the ones that were chatting the most shit about the Broaduses, I guess. But it turned out that the person behind all of these letters was actually Derek Broadus himself. His paranoia over the years made him so obsessed with the Watcher, and he was so upset with how his neighbors had like handled the whole thing and how they'd treated them, to the point where he wanted to freak them out the way that they had been all these years ago. He had become just like the threatening stalker that he hated so much.
What did the letters say?
That had put his family through so much.
Did we miss it?
And now he was stooping to that level. He was making other families feel like that. But he wasn't proud of what he had done. He ended up confessing to his wife Maria, and he swore that those were the only anonymous letters that he'd ever written. He swore that he wasn't behind the Watcher letters. He just wanted to make them feel how they had made him feel. Derek says that the house is, quote, like cancer, and they still think about it every day. In 2019, 657 Boulevard was finally sold, but at a $400,000 loss. The new owners of the house have not received a single letter from the Watcher or from any anonymous creepy stalker. They have been absolutely fine living there. The Broadus family eventually bought another house on the other side of Westfield.
Why are they still there?
They haven't been bothered again by the Watcher either. And it appears as though the Watcher has given up with 657 Boulevard. Or have they? I guess only time will tell. So, what do you guys think? I don't know what I think, but I'm suspicious of the neighbours. I think it was... Guys, this is my opinion. This is all my opinion. It's all alleged. I think the neighbours were all doing it together, though, not gonna lie. Because the letters were so pissed off about, like, the renovations and how things were changing around here. And the way that they all rallied up together in the board meeting... One of them brought a fucking lawyer? Why do you care what other people are gonna do?
It's not that deep.
Plot of land in their house. Why do you care that it's going to be made into two houses? I don't know. That's just my own personal theory. What do you guys think? I think it could have also just been a prank as well. I don't know. Whether the letters are like real or just a joke, they scared me shitless regardless. Like, I have had to...
I mean, so it's like, let me fix my situation. I feel like if it was a prank, how did they know everything about the kids? How did they know little Susie was painting something on the porch? Like, that just makes no sense. Like, if it's a prank, why go so deep to just, oh, let's watch this family? Like, that's a little psychotic. Like, why go that deep and, like, write a letter like that? That's just horrifying, and that's just scary. Like, if your brain does that and you're gonna write a letter like that, I wouldn't, personally. I could never. I don't know. If it's a prank, why go that far? Like, it's not, and for years, like, on and off, that's dedication right there. And I don't blame Derek for going a little crazy, because at the end of the day, it's like your family's being threatened, and, you know, I mean, the wife just wanted to move on at a point. I mean, she got tired of it. She's like, it's causing so much stress, and, you know, the dad was like, I feel like I have to protect my family, like, this person has not been caught, so, I don't know. I feel like that's just, it's crazy. Let's read some of the comments. Even if it were a prank, the Watcher, yeah, he's still threatening them. Psychological torture, yep. I feel so bad for Derek. A lot of men feel obligated to keep care and protect their family. It's very true. Horrifying being watched. It is a lot of people's biggest fear. I mean, serial killers are scary as hell and all, but Watchers are like a surrounding twice. Yeah, stalkers are just as terrifying. Like, when they become obsessed with something so much, like, it's like everything goes towards that. And that's just, ugh. That's just terrifying to me. As someone who's been harassed and threatened, people trying to brush off anxiety and stress are absolutely disgusting. Yeah, it's just like, don't tell someone to get over it if they can't get over it. Although Derek should have gone to therapy. He probably should have gone to therapy. Or seen a psychiatrist or something. Series on Netflix on this case is chilling. how I found this case. Oh, there's a series on Netflix. That's so cool. Can't watch it with you guys, but I can watch it on my own. It's been downright terrifying for the family when I was recovered from this event. I mean, it sounds like Mr. Derek did not, but that's horrifying. We're gonna, I might switch it up a little bit. I think I want to play some Stardew Valley. I've actually never once played that game, but I want to. So I'm gonna go take a piss. And I'll be right back. We're gonna listen to some music real quick. But I will be right back. Okay? Here's your little screen chat. Alright, I'm gonna mute myself and then I'll come right back after I go to the bathroom and we'll get everything set up.
It hit me, I was scared of dying. Thought of all the things I gave up trying. A never-ending car ride, windows rolling down. I couldn't stop crying. Moonlit walls crumble to pieces. Fragments lost, they prove my existence. Time and space crawl to a slow. Sit in silence, I sing when I'm alone. So I look up at the ceiling fan, everything feels lighter. Staring at the ceiling fan, so I look up at the ceiling fan, everything feels lighter. Staring at the ceiling fan. Life is putting me through some test. Toss me a bone, take this awful mess. I solved it once before, but there's always more and more and more. Stay up till the sunrise, butterflies in my eyes. Didn't I tell you, keep on falling behind. Chest is feeling so tight, it carved a hole inside and grew. Moonlit walls crumble to pieces. Fragments lost, they prove my existence. Time and space crawl
I've been muted. I said I'm back. If that wasn't obvious. So you were just listening to the music. Oh. That happened. Wait, how do I change my Oh. Skin wax. I'm very pale. Huh? Wait. I want to be pale. There. Oh. Well, none of them are actually gonna look like me, but that's okay. Oh, hair color. What does this do? Got white hair in the front, but then black in the back. So, how do I do this? What is this? How does this work? I mean, I don't want purple hair. What's happening? That'll work. I mean, most of my hair is black, so it's okay. But I don't want that hair. How many hairs are there? Ew, I'm not bald. Last I checked, I'm not bald. That works. That's fine. Yep. Oh. That is facial hair. Aww. I'll go with this little kitty. Okay. I am Kiko. Farm name. Let's do Scarlet. I've always liked the name Scarlet. Scarlet Farm. My favorite thing. Chat. No. Yes. No, that's cute. That's cute. Let's do the intro. Wilderness Farm. Beware at night. Okay. Hilltop. Simple plot of land with large amount of space. Riverland. Forest. The Bounty Forest is on your doorstep. Let's keep it nice and simple. Okay, what shirts do they have? Oh, a lot of shirts. Oh, I like that one. Okay. I think that looks good. Right? Right, chat? First time. Oh, let's change the category. What do I do? Huh? What's happening? For my very special granddaughter. Oh, let me do a voice. For my very special granddaughter, I want you to have this sealed envelope. Oh, he talks very slow. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. I don't. Now listen close. I'm changing up voices. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. Holy shit, that's real. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. When that happens, my dear, you'll be ready for this gift. Now, let Grandpa rest. I grabbed a blanket. XX years later. Gosh, yeah, modern life sucks, brother. Life's better with JoJo. Like the anime? You're so right. Oh, the little stress. That's me. A little. Oh, am I supposed to grab it? If you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. Oh, dear Kiko. If you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I lost sight of what mattered most in life. Real connections with other people in nature. So I truly dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place. My pride and joy, Scarlet Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my dear. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? Got you, Grandpa. Got you. I skipped the song. Only because I don't want to get copyright with it. I hope. Stardew Valley. 0.5 miles. So, like, what's the point of this game? Have a farm? I do that. Hello, you must be Kiko. No shit. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you, and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things for your arrival. Oh, so Lewis is still alive. The farm's right over here if you follow me. Oh, so do I start playing? Okay, this is Scarlet Farm. Okay. Yippee! What's the matter? Oh, I wasn't yippee. Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. A little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. Well, I've got nothing else to do with my time, so might as well. Oh, I've got little braids. That's what that hairstyle is. And here we are, your new home. Is that Lewis? Yep. Ah, the new farmer. I'm not gonna make him Italian. That would suck. Welcome, I'm Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. Thanks, Lewis. Rustic. That's one way to put it. Oh, Robin, you bitch. Rusty might be more. What does that mean? Apt, though? Yeah, but you bitch. You tell her, Lewis. Don't listen to her, Kiko. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied that you buy one of her upgrades. I won't. Huh. Yeah, well, I'm not going to. Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. I will. Tomorrow, you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. The townspeople would appreciate that. I'm sure they would. So, like, what now? Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. Thank you. Saving. Aw. Thank you. Okay. Check. Okay. Oh. No. La, la, la. How do I open this? Oh. parsnip shades. 15 parsnip seeds. Here's a little something to you started. Mayor Lewis. Thank you, Lewis. I like Lewis. We don't like Robin. She's a little bitch. Okay. Can I move things? I want to move this around. Put my bed by the window. Fixing it up a little bit. This is how I want my setup to be. Put my bed by the window. Oh, that's off center. That's gonna upset me. It's okay. I can't make it center. Put it right there then. No, put the picture up. Still off center. But I want up against the wall. It's two. No fun. Nobody here? Why is it off center? That's upsetting. Cute. Okay. I don't know where to put it. Okay, fine. Be nice and cozy by the fireplace. We'll put that right here. There. And let's put the plant over here. Lovely. Okay. Let's leave. The cat's on the floor. Wish I could show you. Okay. Site. Cut grass into hay. Used to break stones. Okay, let's get rid of all these stones first. Stones first. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words cannot fit me. Were you ever told that as a kid? I was. And then... That's a mean word. Boop. We're just gonna start cleaning up a little bit, chat. Oh, that's not an axe. My bad. How do I knock it down? Oh! That's how. Oh. Okay. Scythe. That's what the Grim Reapers use. Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper. How do I turn off the music in this thing? Options. Sound, music volume. There. I want to listen to my Lily teaching. What is that? Boop. Boop. Sight. That's a little tree. Boop, 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 boop. Oh. Getting used to all these movements. Pretty straightforward gameplay, actually. But I'm definitely just gonna get rid of these things. Do I have, like, hunger? So, energy. Okay, so, like, do I need food for that? And how do I get food then? Oh, we didn't mean to do that. Just didn't want it. Oh. Let's start over here. Start a little farm. There we go. Cute. There. Boop. 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 Excuse me, sir. There we go. Okay, where are those seeds? Okay, put them there. Huh? What's wrong? Well, there's nothing there, you dingbat. Get rid of you. Boop. 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 Get rid of some of these trees as well. I can't see a thing. Bonk. Bonk. You remember that meme? The bonk meme? I'm clicking on the tree, you dingbat. Yacht. Oh. Oh, okay. What do I do when I'm feeling exhausted? What do I do? Do I sleep? How do I walk? How do I go in? Let me in, please. Let me in, please. Let me in, please. Let me in. Where am I going? Oh. Yes. I need energy. Do I have to eat? Okay, so. Oh, I didn't water this. Okay, let's go meet some townspeople. Got a little bit of a foundation going here. How do I get into my inventory? Oh, okay. Well. Huh. Where can I? Okay. Hello there. Just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. We've got something for you. Will, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go down to the beach and go get something. Not too sure where the beach is, but I'll figure it out. Okay, this is a cute little game. Where's the beach? I think it's down this way. I remember I watched some creators play this game, so I'm just gonna cut through. Dog. Where's the dog? Is this it? Oh, go this way, maybe? I wish someone would tell me. Is that my fave? I see. Hi! Should I call you commenter? Or I feel like I never know how to say it right. It is your fave. I'm trying to find out how to get to the beach right now. Is there a map I don't know about? I don't know where the beach is. I'm sure I'll find it. I just gotta run around. Have a little look-see. Who are you? What? What do you want? Go away. Okay, Shane, little dickhead. Theo works. I don't really care. Beach is south. Check map, silly. What? Check the map? Where? How? If you haven't read the title, this is my first time playing this game. Where's the map? That's a journal. That's the time. I assume it's M. Oh! Did not tell me that. I'm in the graveyard. I am not near the beach. Elliot's cabin. Oh. Or maybe it's not the beach. Where did he want me? Trying to go get fish. Where are the docks? Mayor's Manor. Evelyn and Alex? Aw, Pure General Store. Where am I? Where's mine? That's mine. Oh, I have a really big plot of land. Look at me go. Yeah, that's where I'm supposed to go. Okay. So right now, I just need to go down that way. Cool beans. So I'll just keep going down. I'll be in and out lurking. That's totally fine. I don't mind. You do you, boo. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna play this fun little game for the first time ever. Oh, how did I do? I don't know how I did that. Hello, sir. Willie. Ahoy there, miss. I don't know why that's his accent. That's his accent. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. Thank you, Willie. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Willie! So forward. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that our fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. Thank you, Willie. I might. I assume right now I just need some food. You received a bamboo pole. Thank you. Okay, how do I put all this away? Can I not put this away? I don't want all this. How do I buy more inventory? Blade. Oh. How do I get more? Okay, we'll figure it out. There's good water here in the valley, all kinds of fishing. Thank you. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. I might need a backpack, Willie. I'll also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old pappy used to say anyway. Thank you, Willie. Is he smoking? Smoking kills, Willie. Smoking kills. Okay. Whoop! Yippee! Okay. Very patient. Hope you can hear the music. Does that mean something bite? What does it mean? Is it gonna go under the water? If something bites it. Ah! How do I get it? Oh. I've never been good at fishing. Okay, actually that's a lie. I'm really good at fishing in real life, but I haven't fished since I was really little. It was kind of like a little phase in during the summer. Because I told my mom, you never brought me fishing while I was growing up. So she went and brought me my sister fishing. Because I didn't really like it. It's just boring. You just sit there. Ah! Big stretch. Like this. How do I know when something's got it? I'm impatient. Give me something. Give me something. What's a raised bar? Release to lower bar. Bar behind fish. Wait, what? that what they mean? The bar behind the fish? Oh, so like this, like sort of just push it. Come on, little fishy. How do you do this? Oh, like that. Come on, little fishy. Come on, little fishy. Come on, little fishy. Come on. Come on. Do it. Length 8 inches. God damn. That's a fish. That's all it. I actually don't know how much 8 inches is. I'm horrible at math, so I could not tell you. Yippee! What do I want to get rid of? Okay, let's go back. Wait, I need like a backpack. I want like a backpack. I want a backpack. Wait. Where do I get a backpack? Let's go find one. Oh, I'm on the beach. Take me back to town. Okay, where's the trailer? Jojo. I kinda just want a backpack. So I got nothing for my inventory. Can't do that. Okay, so where's the path? There it is. I just want what's the there? I think I just want a backpack. How do I? Square. Okay, general store. Maybe that'll help me out. How do I get more inventory? You can date people? Okay, we're gonna find our person. We will find our person. I'm just gonna run it around all willy-nilly. Okay. Something, give me a backpack. I want the general store. What is this? The general store. Oh yeah, I want that backpack. See, how do I get money? Once I become a farmer, you have to start the basics. Okay. So how was your first night in the old cottage? It was fine. I do all my grocery shopping here. I want this. Purchase. 2,000. Wait, how much do I have? I'm broke. Hey, what's up? Hi! Is it Rossi Zia? Is that how you say your name? What would you like to be called? Rossi or Zia? We're gonna skip Chug Jug. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't want to listen to Chug Jug. Lily Pichu, perfect. Nothing much. I'm just playing Stardew Valley. Too broke to buy a backpack. I just found that out. What is going on over here? What am I missing? Open the store. We vibing over here? Yeah, you can call me Rossi. Okay, perfect. I'll call you Rossi. I've never played Stardew Valley before, so I'm introducing myself to new people in the town. You don't want to talk? Oh, you aren't exactly how I imagined. But that's okay. I'm Jody. Hi, Jody. You seem a lot nicer than... What's her name? Robin. She was a little bit of a bitch. Hello, you must be Kiko, the new farmer. I'm Caroline. Hi, Caroline. You're also a lot nicer than Robin. Have you met everyone in town yet? That sounds exhausting. How are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing pretty great. Playing some Stardew Valley for the next... I give it about hour because I've got nothing else to do today. And I also watched some true crime earlier, so that was fun. How are you? Hope you're doing well. We don't like you, Robin. Who are you? Emily. Oh, I can read it on your face. You're going to love it here in Pelican Town. Thank you, Emily. If you're ever looking for something to do in the evening, stop by the saloon. That's where I work. Emily's on our list. Good people. Jump roping? What? That's so cool. Why won't you talk to me? Oh. Mayor Lewis told me you just arrived. I'm Marnie. Thank you, Marnie. This is such a quaint little area. How long have you been playing? I've been playing for about 15 minutes now. I've never played before, if it wasn't obvious by the title. So I'm giving it a shot. It's a nice little game. I didn't want to play anything too intense. Is this like the church area? Altar of Yoba. Okay. Yoba. Alright. Altar of Yoba. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? You're looking really fit, Jody. Those dumbbells will do wonders, don't they? I don't have dumbbells. I think so. Have you been playing other games too? Not this stream, but in general, I've been playing The Sims a lot. I want to play The Sims on stream, but I want to buy more expansion packs first. I'm a little bit addicted. Got way too many hours. You're not gonna know if it's friends with Pierre or Caroline enter their bedroom. Oh! Apologies. Can I talk to you? Can we not chat? That's okay. At least I just have an energy level and not like food. Or hunger. Who are you? Who are you? Oh, that's right. I heard someone new was moving on to that old farm. Okay, Abigail. It's kind of a shame, really. I always enjoyed exploring those overgrown fields by myself. That's why you don't use any banners and overlays in your streams? I don't really have any banners or overlays because I'm not gonna lie, I'm just not very good at that stuff. I've honestly been trying a lot more with my streams, but I have been upgrading a little bit. So, I'm trying. It's a learning process for me and I want to teach myself how to do it. I've been streaming on and off for years, so I'm trying to actually commit to it this time. I'm buying a new microphone as well. I know that sounds super choppy. I am full aware. But I got a new camera, so this camera looks a lot better. But my streams have improved a lot since I first started. So, progress is progress, and I'll take whatever I can get. Okay, let's go back to the farm. It's not too late. We can do some work. Check on our plants a little bit, maybe. Alright, I have a suggestion for you. I'll take anything, honestly. I do not mind any suggestions one bit. I actually encourage them. Okay, let's... Boop, boop, boop. You're right in front of me. Mother trucker, dude. That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Chop down this tree. Get out of here, trunk. Trying to make this place look nice and clean. seeds. Did I throw them away? I don't know what that is. I don't know what I just did. Whenever you need some art design for your stream, just message me and I'll make it for you if you're interested in my art. I can show you. Yeah. My ats on everything are at Aniko Kiko. So Instagram, Twitter, I don't call it X. I don't call it X. But at Aniko Kiko, just on everything. It's just very obvious. But feel free to message me. And even if I don't, can I show you my art? Sure, yeah, 100%. You can show it to me then. Just message me, or and I'll follow back. Do you have Discord? I do. I do have Discord. But maybe follow me on there first, because I don't just want to give out my Discord to anyone. Drop it here. I'm not just gonna give out my Discord to everyone, on stream, because people can look back and try and follow me, and then there's just a little much. But that's why I say just follow me on something else real quick, so then I can just give you my Discord. Thank you. I just don't want everyone following me. Not that anyone is going to, but it's just like, just a bit much. And then I can also just look at whatever you got. It's getting a little dark. Sleepy time. Sleepy time. Sleep for the night. Yes, ma'am. For sir. Yes, game. 0. Oh. You get money? Yeah. Day 3 of spring, year 1. Oh, 6 a.m. Is it raining? Can I work in the rain? I sure hope so. Well, I don't know if I need to water these if it's raining. Yeah, no, that makes no sense. I don't know. Maybe it does make sense. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Bonk, 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 bonk. Get out of here, tree. As much as I love nature, you're a little bit in the way of my view. Oh, did that just ruin it? No. It scared me. Bonk. Get rid of this little guy. He's not very little, actually. Trees are very tall. Invite is valid. I think your link expired. Can you update this link? Oh. Okay. Let me... I can private message you on Twitch. That's the thing. Let's see. Message. La la la. I'm gonna whisper to you. I've been updating my bots, but they've been being a little tricky. So after this stream, I'm gonna really fix it and fix everything on my stream deck as well. Kiko. Just gonna send you my Discord one. There you go. Hopefully it went through. Sorry about that. My first stream back was yesterday, so I'm still working on fixing everything and getting everything set up again. Just a little bit of a process. Boop, boop. Come here, little guy. Boop, boop. Get rid of some of this. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. I can work in the rain. I'm glad it's not hurting me. That's helpful. Oh, inventory full. Well, how do I fix that? Ah! Food obtained from tree. -2 energy. Oh. I don't want that. Boop. Fiber. Oh. I need an inventory. There we go. That's what I thought. How much do I have? Use my coins? Yes. I just sent you a friend request. Okay. Let me follow back. I'm gonna do it from my phone. No disrespect. Just using my phone. Okay. Accept. Okay. I have officially accepted. There we go. And then after the stream, we can chat. I'm gonna play a little bit though. And then, oh, little tree. I don't want to destroy it. Too sad. Pickaxe. Gotta do a little bit of handiwork on here. A little bit of handiwork. Get that out of here. Oop. Okay. Get rid of some more of these trees. It's gonna waste my energy, but it's only 12. Should probably eat. Can I eat this? Yes. Does it need to be cooked? I think so. Okay. I wonder. Can you go fishing? I mean, in Minecraft you can fish anywhere. You can fish in like a 2-block thing. So I don't know if that's the case here, but I wouldn't mind it. I just want some fishies. Can you tell me what are you actually for so I can share you? Huh? Can you tell me what are you actually for so I can share you? Or like what I'm looking for? Like what I want? Is that what you mean? Like what I'm looking for? Is that what you mean? Just give me a fishy. Or like what vibe I want. I'll show you my creation. Just have a look at it and share your feedback. Of course, yeah. I'll look at it after the stream. Thank you so much. I go ahead and say there's no fish there. There are no fishes in that area. I really need that backpack though, so I'm gonna save up for that. For now, I think I can get rid of this. I don't really want the sap. Out. Boop. Boop. There we go. What's this? Egg Festival. Lewis's birthday. Oh, okay. Flower dance. Emily's birthday. Pierre birthday. Shane birthday. Shane was very rude. Maybe we just have to let him warm up to us. Closed on Wednesdays. Okay. Good to know. What else is there? Saloon. Oh, she said she works there. What is her? I forgot her name. Oh my god, I feel so bad. Oh, I'm playing arcade. Abigail. The valley looks more interesting in the rain, don't you think? I do think so. Can we actually talk to people and get to know them? Hey, I'm Sam. Good to meet you. Thank you, Sam. You look very cheerful. Can I not play video arcade? No. Well, that's sad. you have any food, sir? Spaghetti. What's the cheapest thing you have? Recipes. Recipes would be nice. But I should get some food now. That's the cheapest thing I got. So just waste my money on bread. Well, that didn't give me very much. That's what other things can we? Oh, hi, Emily. It never rains in the Calico Desert. That's where my friend Sandy lives. Oh, I hope we can meet your friend Sandy at some point. Can I fish here? Ooh, that'd be cool. Get some fish here, maybe? Oh! Tell me when, game. I just want some fishies. Oh, not quite. I want some fish. Give me that fish. Excuse me. I'm waiting. Ooh. Almost got a fishy. And these should take forever. Forever. Tick-tock on the clock. DJ drummers is up. I'm a fight till we see the sunrise. I love that show. Please, please, please. I'm worthy. Poseidon. Poseidon, I'm worthy. Give me some of that fish. Give me that good stuff. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I quite like that now, please. Maybe I should move. Maybe I should move. I'm pulling my keyboard towards me. And there we go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. My cat's been in the same place this whole time. She's just chilling. I look so small compared to this chair. That is sanity. That is sanity. Please. Please. Just share you my artwork and have a look and share your feedback. I will. I'm streaming right now, so I'll look at it later when I'm not streaming. Womp womp. I'm not getting any luck, and it is almost 9 p.m. So, boop, 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 boop. Back to the farm we go. You going home? You're going home. All right. I'ma just go home too then. Kitchen without a gun. I don't want to listen to that. I don't want to listen to that either. Great. Really peachy work. She's always the vibe. 9:20. Where did the day go? just been raining. Okay. Oh, I did not mean to say that. TV doesn't even work. That's just preposterous. Yes, sleepy state. Sleep time. Thank you. Yippee. Ooh, mail. Advertisement. I keep finding cool stuff. My backpack is full. Does this sound like you? Well, Pierre's got you covered. Stop by Pierre's General Store today and check out our affordable size 24 backpack. I've tried. I'm too broke. I thought that was obvious, Pierre. What? Water the actual thing. There you go. That's what I've got for now. Ooh. There we go. Looking good. Bring this closer to me. Because it sucks ass. Gotta love crappy microphones. And that was quite a bit of money. Chop down this tray. Bye-bye, tree. Bye-bye, tree. Bonk, 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 bonk. Sir, please. Sir. Little butterfly. Oh, I need to get rid of these trunks, too. Aw, shucks. There we go. That's just what I needed. Look at this. No. Can't play with that. Dingus. There we go. Look at them. They'll start thriving. I have faith. Well, maybe if we chop down more trees, we'll start getting more, like, seeds and stuff. I think so. Does my pickaxe break at any point, or, like, anything? Like, does anything break at any point? Maybe not. Scythe. La. Wah. 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 Come here, tree. I'm trying to chop you down. There you go. Bonk. Bonk machine. Shoo. I got you good there. Plates. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Inventory full, my ass. Whoop. Maple seed. Huh. Whoop. How come I can't place it in some spots? Makes no sense to me. Maybe it doesn't make sense. I'm just stupid. I mean, I don't really have anything in order, but that's okay. Oh, that's a tree seed. I don't want that. I just whoop. Just gonna okay. Whoop, little butterfly. Wish I could hold you. Little butterfly. Well, no, that shit is rude. If they're gonna create butterflies, I don't know why I can't hold one. Oh, the beautiful sounds of nature. What is this? So well? This water pots can be refilled at any water source. Okay, so how do I refill it? Do I just click on water? I don't know. I don't know. So what other things can we do? 10 out of 28. Okay. Cultivate and harvest a partnership. Huh? A parsnip? I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay, let's go meet some more people. My energy's almost out, so that's a little worrying. Might just need to go get some fish. We're gonna go fishing. It's that time of day. Oh, what's up? Saloon can get pretty lively at night. Sometimes they even put a coin in the jukebox. Ha 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 ha. You're so silly. Who would put a coin in a jukebox? Not me. Never thought about it. It's silly. Seashell. Yippee. Alright, let's get some fish. That's what I'm talking about. Neat that you can't walk into the water, or else I probably would. I'd walk right into that water. Just let me know when I got fish. Do I want a burger or do I want a taco after this? That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I think about. What do I want to eat? Do I want a burger or a taco? I'm not sure. Not fish. That's for sure. I want a burger. But I have to go to the store. I don't have any fries or anything to go with my burger. Ugh. I'll eat it anyways. Do I like pull it when it gets like excited? Or what? Or what? No, I don't know how to do this whole fishing thing. Maybe I need better bait or something. Caught one fish that one time. Why is fish not like me? I'm a good fisher. Blaze. Officer Blaze. I swear I didn't do it. I don't know. I just want a little fishy. No! I don't know how I'm supposed to catch a fish. Maybe I'll just go buy one. How do I do it? I'm so bad at video games, guys. This is why I can't do it. Can't play games. Can't be trusted. I'm just so bad at it. I've got no skills. Absolutely zero skills on me. No, I was trying. Okay. We're gonna clutch up here. Getting serious. I'm getting serious. No, sir, please don't judge me. Oh, he's fishing. You steal my fish, jackass. Like no energy. Yeah, I've got no energy for it. That's Boy there, it's nice to see you young folk moving into the valley. It's not very common these days. Oh, okay. That's all you wanted to say? Let's head back. Because I don't have any energy up here. It's harder than it would. Robin, thank you. Elliot. Oh, the new farmer we've all been expecting, and whose arrival has sparked many conversation. I'm Elliot. I live in a little cabin by the beach. It's a pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you, good sir. Spending all my money. Yes, I do. We're getting some food around this joint. Should go ahead and do it. I need that sketty. That sketty. Yes. I need the sketty. Okay. Hey, where's that girl? She's sitting there. Come back, lady. Come back. Bam. She want to be friends. Obviously not if I break into her house like a freak. Who are you? Hi. I'm Clint. Okay. That's nice. What else can I do? I don't know. Well, I guess I'll go home then. I don't want to break into someone's house. It's locked. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Just leave. I'll just leave. I didn't want to meet people anyways. I'll just leave. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. There we go. Here we go. Nice and calm. Relaxed. Yep. Sleepy sleep. Doo-doo. Level 1! Woohoo! It's progress. Six, 8. We've got mail. 2. Sorry, I'm playing JoJo. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not. No JoJo market. Parsnip! Yes! 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 Reach farming level 1. Craft a scarecrow. That I can do. Build a coop. How? How do I refill this? There we go. Wish I had inventory or something. What do I do with this? Fiber. No, I'm out of supplies. Maybe I can build some. No. 2 more people. Build a coop. Okay. Crafting. Oh! I'm so silly. Why didn't I just make a chest? Inventory full. What? Did I get rid of something? Or not? How do I place it? No. That's inconvenient. Inconvenient placing. Oh. Fun. Water it. I want to move it. Whatever. Well, okay, that's just great. Adopt more trees, get more things. What do they say? They don't say that. I say that. Honk, honk, honk. Okay, you. There we go. That's good. We're good for business. Good. How did they all pick it? So, food of Kill me. One moment, I gotta let my cat out. She's scratching the floor. Hello. Oh. It's just me hitting my desk. Okay, let's go meet some people and then go back home. 11 a.m. But alas, we have no energy. So it goes. Here. Alright, let's go hang out with some people. Here, do you sell any food? Get something I can eat, so let's buy some seeds. Save up for that back. Don't worry. But for now, we have to have our seeds. Hi, I want to talk to you. My garden is happy today. I'm so glad. I just bought stuff to make the garden better. So, not much. Not much going on in here. Maybe the saloon will. Oh, hi. The valley looks more interesting in the rain, don't you think? I do think so, Abigail. You said that the other day. Good. Well, there's like nobody here. I mean, it is 1 p.m. But still. Well, that's a bummer. Can I talk to you? I just want to talk to you. I don't want to buy anything. Buy anything. I don't know how broke I am. Hello, hello. The joyful moon. Can I call you Joy or Moon? You let me know what you'd like to be called. Completely up to you, new chatter. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way. I really appreciate that. It doesn't matter? Okay, I'm like Joy. I like that. Call me whatever you want. Alright. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. You know, second day back from streaming. I'm going to buy a new microphone soon. But I'm playing some Stardew Valley because I have not played this. If it wasn't obvious. How are you? Please let me know. Rain muffles sound, so I can play my guitar louder without my mom getting mad. You laugh like that. Anyway, I'm doing okay. You're going to buy what? I'm going to buy a new microphone because my microphone sucks. Yeah. I hope your day gets better. Sorry, I thought my cat was scratching at my door. I just let her out. Got another one on my bed. I'm sorry, it was so hard to understand for a moment. There's a song. Oh yeah, I'll turn it down. Turn it down. I can do that. I'm completely capable of editing the sound. Thank you for letting me know. I was just so confusing for mom. I couldn't decide which one to focus. It's totally okay. I'm so glad you let me know. There. That's better. Thank you for letting me know. No, I like to be let know. Thank you. I can't watch my own streams, so obviously I can't. I mean, I can, but it's like listening to it while on stream's a little odd sometimes. So, thank you for telling me. I always look back and I'm like, why did nobody tell me? So thank you. Very glad you let me know. Yeah, I know how it feels. Yeah, it's like nobody let me know, but it's okay. That's why I know I need a new microphone. I'll look back and I'm like, I need to always be close to it. And even when I'm close to it, it sounds horrible. So that's why I'm buying a new one. What's this? I'll let you know if anything goes wrong. Thank you. It wasn't until summer. You count on me. I really appreciate that. Is anybody home? What's the library? Oh, okay. What's this? Tips on farming. Also, I love your hair. Thank you. Here, I'll take off my headphones. I don't really need to be hearing much. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I work really hard on it. It's very. I did it on my own, and then I went and saw someone to help me touch it up a little bit. But I try and do my own hair because at the end of the day, it's a little bit cheaper than spending like a lot of money on it. Fruit trees take a whole season to grow. Okay. Fertilizer improves quality. That's what I thought. Okay. Hello. Hello there. Welcome to Stardew Valley Archaeological Office. This is embarrassing, but the previous curator made off with the entire collection. We don't have any artifacts for display. But I'm hoping to remedy that soon. Hey, if you find any artifacts or minerals out there, would you let me know? 100%, sir. There's no one here. So, bye-bye. 4:50 p.m. Maybe more people are out. Gotta meet more people. That's what my journal says. There's a bridge. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. And we got there. Typically people are in the saloon or somewhere else. Oh, where is the dog? Oh, I saw some eyes. Hey, you're the new girl, huh? I think we're going to get along great. I'm Alex. Good to meet you, Alex. What kind of book are you writing? Me? Oh, how'd you know I was writing a book? Do I tell that somewhere? I said that. Anyways, I'm writing a fantasy book about time travel at the moment. Oh, it's in my donations on my... Yep. I just remembered. Yeah, I'm writing a book on time travel. I'm at page 80 at the moment, which doesn't sound like a lot, but gosh, it's a lot. And I'm actually revising it. Yes, time travel. I've created a whole new universe. It's a whole new thing. But I have it all planned out. I know how I want it to go. It's just, it's actually a lot of money to get someone to publish it. I'm gonna self-publish, but like to get someone to help me publish it is a lot of money. And to get somebody to do the art, I already have someone who's gonna do the art, but it's quite a bit. Yeah, you know, it's pretty expensive. So, but I'm trying. So it's just mostly what my money goes towards. And like, you help your friend to publish his books. That's amazing. Oh my god, it was pretty expensive. I bet. I mean, I looked into it and I was like, gosh, it's like a lot of money. It's not easy. So, props to you. That's pretty good. Good evening. It's nice to see you socializing with the townsfolk. Thank you, Lewis. Good to stop by once in a while and see what the latest news is. You're so right. They should do something for small writers, but they don't. No, they really don't. It's mostly just like big writers who end up making it, and then us small ones are stuck at the bottom. And it's like, okay, thanks for nothing. How do I get over to you? Leah. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Thank you, Leah. Hey, kid, the name's Pam. Oh, you're oldie. Okay. Lewis left. Willie. Oh, hi, Willie. Maybe you can publish it on internet, you know. Yeah, some people publish it on online websites. Which, yeah, honestly is a bad idea. If it gets popular, you can actually publish it on story. Yeah, in stores. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I have my own website that I pay for, so I was thinking of releasing like a little snippet of it on there. And if it does super well and gets a lot of, good reviews, then I'll actually publish it. But it's just my thought process. Do whatever you can. So also I try and get really good at streaming and content creating so that I can say, hey, I do other cool things. So, Happy Women's Day. Happy Women's Day. Yes, thank you. I don't know what you identify as, but if you identify as a woman, that's great. And I love women. I'm a woman. I love being a woman. Oh my god, I couldn't imagine being a guy. I think about that a lot. I'm like, what would my life be like? He, him? Alright. See, you identify as he, him? I could never, personally. I go for it, and I just think about it. I'm like, no. I quite like being a woman. I mean, it's really nice. And I don't know, I do think about it a lot. I'm like, what if I was born as a guy? I'm like, would I be different? Like, would my life have been different? Probably. I mean, if I identified as anything else, my life would probably be very different. Like, drastically different. I mean, who you are, like, your identity is very important and helps shape how you grow as a person. And, some men do have it very hard, and that's like being a man. Like, would I have really repressed emotions? I think about that a lot. I mean, a lot of men do. Sorry, that was a whole tangent. I go into tangents. So, just after you said, I thought, I need a little warm up to be ready for another cold night on the ocean. Oh, if I was a woman, would my life be different? I mean, I think about that a lot. I mean, you always think about things like that. So, like, would I be interested in different things? And would I be able to reach people in a different way that I don't right now? You know? Think about things like that. I don't know. It is a thought I have. This weather makes me thirsty. Well, it's... Stay hydrated. Have I met you? Harvey, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Harvey, the local doctor. That's good to know, in case I ever need that. No one here? Okay. I've met you. Yes, the weather doesn't really matter to me. I typically stay near my shop year-round. Valid. I never really leave my house. Alright. Let's get back to our house. Our farm. Better yet. God, I love the good old farm. Oh, they're trying to call people into work. I could. Oh! I'm not going. I'm actually busy. Oh, someone's asking me for suggestions for their room. Oh. Let's see. Bookshelves. Bookshelves to put things on. Are nice. Bookshelves are nice. Can always light candles on them. Right? They're good for decor. Sometimes some fairy lights. Fairy lights are always nice. Meow, 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 meow. Lights of any kind are really nice. I have like so many sets of lights in my room. I'm getting new lights actually. So I'm getting a lot of new things. It's really nice. Okay. Leave help suggestions. Yeah, I'm going over work. English is not my native language. Well, I hope that in some way I can help out. Yeah. If I will 100% let you know. Oh, it's getting late. My bad. I should go to sleep. If at any point I will let you know. I have a lot of family who immigrated from Mexico, so I completely understand if you make mistakes. My dad, he's not the best at texting. Neither are my aunts, but you know, we make do with what we can. Oh, I have these. Yes. Why can't I plant them? Boop. Potatoes. Potatoes. Okay, let's get going on some of this a little bit more. Also, if my music's ever too intense, let me know. I listen to a lot of different things on stream, so. Get rid of the stump. It is fine. Oh. I'm glad. I listen to very different music too. Yeah, I listen to a lot of different things. Oh, fiber. That should be good for my plants. How do I give this to you? If I give it to you, I'm clicking you. No? Okay, that's fine. But to be honest, I've never heard this version of meow meow. Yeah, no, Beehive is crazy. I don't know. The Nyan Cat song will forever be iconic to me. This is Corpse, what I'm listening to right now. I'm listening to Corpse at the moment. I'm working on updating my chat thing, my chat box. So you unfortunately cannot see what I'm listening to at the moment, but I am working on it. Oh, what is this? You found a geode. The local blacksmith can break it open for you. Alright. Let's put some things away and then let's go find what's going on. Your Discord link is invalid. Yeah, I know. I've got to fix it. Unfortunately. It's a whole thing. I'm trying to fix it. It's my second day back from streaming, so things are not how they were. Okay, let's break open this geode. But it will be fixed by next stream. I'm hoping what time I work tomorrow. I have a job. It's crazy. If I wake up early enough tomorrow, I think I can stream a little bit. I'm gonna try to, but I work all weekend. But I don't work Monday, so we'll see. We'll see. But I've streamed yesterday and today, so that's something. It's better than nothing. And over the weekend, maybe I'll have time, maybe not to stream, but to fix everything so that I can. Oh, hi there. Hi. What's up? What an eyesore. Well, I mean, I like abandoned things, Lewis. This is the Pelican Town Community Center, or what's left of it anyway. Oh. I'm gonna ask me to rebuild it. It used to be the pride and joy of the town. Always bustling, always having activity. Okay. Now just look at it. It's shameful. You have a lot of work next week too. Yeah, I have jury duty. So I don't have work next week. I don't think I'm scheduled. But I'm hoping they don't pick me for jury duty. Because I need the money. These days, the young folk would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. Oh. I'm totally not playing a game right now. Jury? Oh, so basically, sometimes you get called in to go to a court room. So if, say, somebody runs a red light while driving and they get a ticket and they have to go to court, a jury would determine whether they're guilty or not of anything. Or, when somebody is murdered, the murderer will go to court. Yeah. And so the jury decides if they're guilty or not. That's a pretty cool job. It's not my job. I got called in for it. You're not paid for it. It's something, so wherever you live, the courthouse will call you in for jury duty, and you can't work, you don't get paid, and you just sit there and have to listen to this all day. It could last a week, it could last a month, you never know. Yes, they call random people. Once you turn 18, you are eligible to be called. And I over the age of 18, so they call me in. It is really annoying because I just went on a trip to London and then I got sick for like a week and I couldn't go to work. So I don't have a lot of money. And then they called me in for jury duty. Luckily we don't have that kind of thing here. It's really nice. I hate it. It's not great. Joja Corporation has been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old timers like me get attached to the relics of the past. Oh well. If anyone else buys a JoJo membership, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. Oh, I will not. Here, let's go inside. After that, I have lab work. Oh, well, we have an event next week, and I'm gonna work a 2-day nonstop. Oh my god. After that, I have another lab's work. Oh my gosh, where do you work? That's crazy. I work at a pizza place. Not anything major. Like, I'm still going to college. You study chemistry? That's amazing. I am taking a chemistry class next term for college. You work in a professor's lab. Oh, that is a pretty great job compared to making pizzas for a living. But that's neat that you get paid for that. You know, sorry, I was swiping off the camera. They don't pay anything though? Oh, I'm sorry. But at least you're learning, I'd hope. Like an apprenticeship sort of thing. Where you learn from them. I guess Vincent and Jazz must have been playing in here. Oh. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. What the? That's why I'm working. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. You're learning. That's good, though. Like, you're learning for what you're studying. You have analytical chemistry lab Thursday, which is a class. Oh, okay. I just have to take it because I want to be a radiologist, so. On Friday, I would go to my teacher's lab. Oh, that's a lot. Not gonna lie, that is a lot. I don't know. You're a trooper. You're a real trooper. I don't know how you do that. But that's really cool. I'm like, that's... I cannot do chemistry very well, so. Little guy just left. On Tuesday and Wednesday, I will work 11 hours each day. Oh! My longest shift is like 9 to 10 hours. But that's a pretty normal shift for like big careers. My mom works 12 hours, so. That's like, if you want a career, that's kind of how it goes. Unfortunately. What's the matter? Are you ill? No, there was something over there, you idiot. Sorry, Lewis. You're a very kind man. I wouldn't be surprised if this place was full of rats. Oh. No, it's there again. Look. Oh my god! I'm freaking out. Look at me. Funny thing is, I'm gonna be security. Oh, really? You're worrying me, Kiko. Shut up, Lewis. Look, I think I'm gonna head home. I need some lunch. Okay, bye, Lewis. So you're gonna be like security guard for just anything? Like you're gonna work security? I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you could help catch that rat. It's not a rat. I'm telling you, Lewis. Don't know why they gave you that kind of job. I don't know why either. It's interesting. But, you know, it's a job at least. You know, it's something. I'll have to come back and explore this building further. I was expecting more of a job like preparing stuff for the event, but it is easier. Oh, well, that's very good. Because that, sometimes I just, whenever you work for events, it's like, you never know what you're going to do. I'm just going to sit at the door and drink tea and watch people. Yeah, better hope nothing happens. I doubt anything will. I mean, it doesn't sound like it. BRB in a moment. All good, all good. I will say I do have to end soon because I have, I've been live for about 3 hours, so I have things I need to go do, but I'll be here for a little bit longer. Oh. One moment. Work is texting me. What's happening? Ian, you work at 4. Oh. He tried to ask me to cover a shift. My apologies. haven't had my phone on me past few hours. Lying. Okay, there. Now he knows I'm sorry. Okay. Don't we just love Lily Pichu? Okay, what else do I have to do? Do I have to, like, meet people? Do I have to go do things? What's going on? Rat problem, investigate community, etc. I've got a lot of things I need to do, my lord. Sorry, I'm looking at something real quick. Okay. Gotta figure this out. Okay. Alright. I'm back. Try and catch fish. What's this? Oh, it's a building. My bad. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Okay. I was readjusting where I was sitting. I'm trying to adjust it again. No! My hand wasn't on the mouse. Okay. Okay, how do I do this? How do I do this? Guys. What? That's not what I want. I'm so off. Trying to sing. Oh, I need to stop slouching. I will learn how to catch fish. I will. I swear to God. If I don't, I'm gonna go crazy. Keep it going. Oh, I give up. I don't know how to fish, guys. So bad at this. Back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I will say I do have to leave within the next 10 minutes because I'm gonna go eat and then go to the store. I'm running out of some things, so and I'm gonna visit my grandpa. Gotta go see him. You, I have not met you. No, I should talk to her. Oh, you're that new farmer girl or whatever, aren't you? Yes, Haley. I am. I actually need to go in 10 minutes too. It's pretty late. I need to sleep. Oh, can I ask what time it is for you? It is, for me, it is 4 p.m. Well, 3 a.m. That is pretty late. I've been getting out of the habit of staying up that late myself. I've been doing well so far. Going to bed at midnight every night. I also need to wake up early. Oh gosh. Yeah, sleep would be good. Don't worry, I'll end when you need to go to sleep. So it'll be perfect timing. I'm going to watch a volleyball match tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I hope that goes well. Those are always interesting. I mean, if you're into volleyball, I am, so. I'm sure it'll be good. Yes. I'm sure it will too. Wow, wow. Move. Out of here. Is that a cave? What is going on over here? Oh. Is this something I can rebuild? Whatever this once was is now its ruins. You need any help with chemistry? I know who to ask. Yes. Yes, I start in April, so we'll see. I'm taking a lot of classes to help with it. So, oh, I'm low on energy. Bedtime. Put some things away. Boat covering the geode. Oh, I never found the blacksmith. What are you studying in college? So I am majoring in English. I'm gonna get my PhD, and then I am minoring in radiology, so I can become an X-ray technician. So it's quite a bit, but it's gonna get me money. Pretty amazing. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of years of college, but once I'm done, I'll be making good money, especially for radiology. And you're getting your PhD in English. Yes. Yes. If not, whatever's below that. But I really just want my PhD. You look very young. Yes, I am about to be 19. I get asked if I am 12, if you believe. But, wait a minute. Wait. Holding. Where's the blacksmith? Willow Lane, Mayor's Mayor. How do you get a PhD when you're 19? Isn't it hard to get that thing? It is. I'm in my second year of college. I graduated a few months early. You need to finish your undergraduate, then graduate. Yes. I finished a few months early at college. I mean, in high school. So I started college earlier. And I took a lot of college classes at the high school. So now I can get my PhD a lot easier. But it's still going to take about 5 years for that. And get a doctorate. Doctorate degrees are hard. It's very hard. Where's the blacksmith? You must be genius. I'm just very good at writing. I'm not good at math, but I do my best. My sister helps me with that. She's very good at math. Blacksmith. Graveyard, sewer, Maris Manor. Okay. He's down here. Okay, go across the bridge. I'm very bad at math. Me too. I try my best. Honestly, it frustrates me because I do really try. There's only one class I have a problem with, and it's calculus. I never took it. I went straight to statistics. I failed it twice. Yeah. Yep. You failed yours 3 times. I relate to that. I fail quite a bit. It happens. I'm nowhere close. Math is hard. I'm definitely a writer, so funny. Yeah. Just keep trying. I will take 3 class next year. Oh, really? Still couldn't pass that first year class. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. I'm not good either, so don't you worry. It's not just you. Okay, Shane. Whatever. Yeah, it's okay. You're not the only one who struggles with math classes. I hope you pass this summer too. I hope I pass this spring. Yeah, that's gonna suck if I don't. Where's the blacksmith? How do I get there? Okay, go to the Mayor's Manor. Okay, Town Square. Take the bridge. Okay. Let me text my sister real quick. I don't want her to leave without me. Okay. Because you are who tells you look like 12? Oh, a lot of people just say I look like 12 or 16. I don't know. I could not tell you. But I try to not look 12. I don't know. I don't mind it. I was told one day it'll bring me some luck. You know, when I'm older in life. Okay. Yes, find this bridge. Go down here. Bridge the over here. You look young, but I would say at least over 20. Oh, thank you. I mean, it's kind of a compliment, only because I just don't know. I don't want to look 12, is my thing. Just don't want to look 12. But I'm glad I don't. Pretty much 19. Just, like, I've got, like, what? 2 weeks? So. Join us, thrive. No. No. I will not. Where's the blacksmith? It's down here. Tomorrow, probably, I will look 12 after I shave my beard. You might. People look different without facial hair. I'm not gonna lie. It's not always a bad thing. It always depends on how you think you look. There's no middle. And also, if you look 30. That's just how it is. That's just the unfortunate price of it all. You look either too old or too young. Okay, place your juice in the ambulance. 25 for juice. Did you break it open? Where'd it go? I didn't get anything? What a bust. Hi, how are you? Hi, first time chatters. Welcome in. I'm doing well, thank you. Hi, I'm all asking how are you? I'm doing really well, thank you. How are you guys? Let me know. I'm just playing some Stardew Valley. Sorry if you can't really understand me. My microphone sucks. I'm getting a new one. I know. I'm glad you're good. That's really good to hear. I'm just chilling. Might play some Witcher 3. Do it. Do it. Do it. I watch people play that. I don't have the money to play it, so. Do you stream regular basic? I stream when I don't work. And they give me a weird schedule. But I streamed yesterday and today, and I will stream probably Monday, I would say. I'm hoping Sunday. It just depends on my morning. So I don't work until later. I was gonna stream tonight, but something happened, so I'm just trying to relax. Might stream another time. Yeah, I totally get that. Which one gave you like the most? Witcher 3? Like out of the Witchers or just in general? I don't get stoned from that. Upsetting. Amazing. Yes. What are your hobbies? My hobbies, I write, I play games, I do art. I like to think hanging out with my dog is a hobby. All my animals. I do horseback riding. What else do I do? I play music sometimes. It's a lot of things. Yeah, there's a lot of things. Hanging out with the dog is a hobby? Of course. I make custom essential things for Twitch. If you don't mind, could I share with you on Discord? I have had 2 other people ask me that today on my stream. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Only because I've had so many people ask me today. If you don't mind, can I show you my work? Unfortunately, I'm just gonna say no. Because I'm not doing that. And I don't want to be rude, but I've already dealt with a few people like that today. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. Only because I've already looked at someone's work. But that's totally okay. And thank you for shooting your shot. Thank you for shooting your shot. Can we shoot dog maybe in the future streams? 100%. She's a little heavy. But when I when I can, I'll bring her up. She's outside at the moment. What kind of dog you got? Ooh, she is a lab mixed with a hound. So, she's not very big, but she's not tiny. So, medium-sized dog, I would say. I have pictures of her on my Instagram, but I need to update my links, apparently. So, that's an interesting combo. I know, that's what I thought when we got her. We got her on Facebook. Your Instagram link works? Thank you. Someone told me it did not. Just my Discord one doesn't work. I will fix that though. I promise. I promise. I will definitely fix that. You have a cat? I have 3 cats. I have 3 dogs that live with me. That's because other people live with us. I also have 3 horses and 6 bunnies. One of them is so cute. Don't know which one. I have a puppy. He's a purebred min pin. Oh, that's so cute. Purebreds are min pins are adorable. In my opinion. Do you know which one? If you looked at my Instagram, I don't know which one. But I love my cats. They're like my entire world. If you got a pet section on Discord, I'll share pics of them. My Discord, I will make one. Oh my god, yeah. My Discord server is actually never active because all of the people just aren't active anymore. But I do have a whole Discord, and I'm doing that right now. So when the link works, it will be fixed. But I'm gonna make a new category. I'm gonna call it pets. Yippee! I'm using my phone for it because I don't want to do it on stream. I'm not really a person to chat a lot on Discord, but I do share pics or gaming screenshots. I think I looked at the Scottish Fold. Oh. Yeah. My server, nobody really talks. That's totally okay. I honestly don't mind. I'm not even very active on Discord as much as I was, only because I realized I don't really need to be unless people are talking. So. Okay. Alright. Making this on my Discord. Sorry, I'm very focused. Let's see. Great show. Yippee! Pets. Pets. Oh, there we go. Okay. And we're gonna make this Scottish Fold. I don't know what type of cats I have. Not even gonna lie. I had a random person for the past 3 days friend request me even though I blocked them. Thought that was weird, so this time I had to turn off friend requests different people, and I changed my password just in case. Oh yeah, Discord is just really interesting. Anyone can follow you, but it's like no matter how many times you you unrequest it. It's just yeah, that's the whole thing. Is it the gray one? Yes. Her name is Stormy. I don't know what type of cats I have, only because we took them in. Like we found, so one of them we found, outside Walmart, and he was the runt of the litter. So we were just able to take him. And then Stormy, that one of my family members just had a cat who had babies, so we took one. And then the other one, we also just took off of our neighbor's hands because they had kittens. So it's definitely just sort of took a cat. It was not just rejecting the request. I did that and I blocked them fully. So I did not think it was possible. So I DM'd Discord support on Twitter just to get an idea of what it was about. Yeah, that's always nice. Hopefully they answered you. It's so hard sometimes to get them to reply. But I know Twitter support is usually good. Yes. Okay, let's add. It's about an hour or two and no response yet. Oh, Jesus. Hopefully they get back to you, because that's just annoying. There are lots of Discord bots that just ads randomly trying to scam people. Good thing you didn't accept it. Yeah. I don't know who was in my chat earlier, but I've been getting a lot of people asking if I can look at their work. I agreed to one person, but it's just like I don't need someone to do my overlays if I don't really want one. I know streamers need a lot of them have overlays, but I'm not the type of streamer who actually wants one. I like it nice and simple. Like, I don't need it to look fancy. And if I do, I'll do it on my own, you know? But this person had Insta, Twitter, and Discord, and Nitro. Jesus. Okay. Pancake, did they do anything look legit? I mean, even their bots look like an official bot. That's very true. Sometimes it's just, ugh. I hope that gets sorted out. Oh, 1 minute. I'm gonna let Cat in. Or Cat out. So sorry, my apologies. I did not mean to hit that. I really apologize. That's why I need a new mic. I'm so sorry if you're wearing headphones. I know, I did not mean to hit that. I'm so sorry. Hearts. Sorry, I apologize. I did not mean to. I think it's fine. Okay. I think I do need to end stream though. Unfortunately, I've been live for almost like 3 hours and 30 minutes. I have to. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna turn this down. I cannot be allowed to do anything. I swear to God. Yeah, you get some sleep, Joy. That was not as loud for me, Lil. Oh, okay, good. But I do have to go to the store and get some things, and I have to visit my grandfather. So, priorities. But I will hopefully be live again. I know, depends on who's home. But I'm hoping to be live every day as much as I can, even if it's only for like 30 minutes. But I'm doing my best. And I'm gonna keep trying to update everything to make sure it's all good. But whatever time zone you're in, I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening. Evening and night are the same thing. Afternoon. Maybe get your Discord on Twitch Whisper perhaps? Yes. Here. I'll send it to you. Maybe I can do the link real quick in chat if I can find it. Sorry, I'm not a bot. No, I figured you weren't if you're complaining about bots or like just anything. I would assume not. Here, I'm on my phone doing the share. It'd be so funny if you were about though. It would. You're very good at talking. Let's see. Settings. Invite. Copy link. Okay. Hopefully this works. If that doesn't work, I apologize. Let me know if it does. It works? Perfect. Okay. That's my Discord. My server. So, it's got quite a few different people on there. I mean, Matrix style. Okay. So, I made a pet area. Feel free to spam your pets. I've also got a meme one and just media in general. So, whatever you gotta do. I will see you. I'm so out of it. Oh my god, I just need food. I just need a burger. I'm gonna go eat something. I'm gonna make a burger. Okay? Okay. You get some sleep. Joy. Pancake. I'm gonna call you Pancake. Because that's fun. I don't know what you're gonna do. But whatever you're doing, I hope it works. Oh, I hope that Discord people get back to you because that sucks. I'm gonna answer some messages. Thank you for the follow, Menace. I hope I'm saying that right, Menace. But I'm ending stream, and I'm so sorry. Good night. Thank you. I will hopefully be live tomorrow. I'm going to try for you guys. Probably not around this time. Probably a little earlier. You're pretty close. I know. You still call me Joy. Oh, okay. Well, at least I was close. It's better than nothing. Oh, honestly. Okay. Now, you guys have an amazing night. Take care of yourselves. Or day. Like I said, drink some water. Is my other account. I also have 2 accounts, but I mainly just use this one. Thank you for following me. I really appreciate that. Farewell. We'll go straight to me. Goodbye. Chat's right here. Always chilling with me. Good night.